hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives. My name's Owen, and I'm the Dungeon Master of this ragtag group of heroes and adventurers.
Hi everybody, I'm Claire. I'm playing Mira, who's a Dragonborn Sorcerer, half red dragon, half silver dragon. Originally was a bit of a politician, and now has joined the adventuring life, probably to a greater extent than she ever expected.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael. I'm playing Lockie, a Warforged Artificer. Originally was part of a flying castle, but I've since left and resumed an adventure with my now friends.
Cool. Hey guys, I'm Jared, and I play the character of Jin. He is a level 6 Law Bard and a level 2 Hexblade Warlock. I'm currently an associate and ally of the Tempest Guild, and I am helping them in their goal of stopping the Queen of Dragons, Tiamat.
Hello, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Shana, the Yuan-Ti Sorcerer, who is traveling with the Tempest Adventuring Guild, trying to find the other half of her soul, who is hiding somewhere away, far from reach.
Hi guys, I'm Matt, playing Yervith, the sneaky Wood Elf Ranger and Rogue, who, after a tragic incident in the jungle with his previous expedition, has now joined up with this lovely ragtag group of adventurers and is looking to see what happens next.
Hello! Hello, everybody.
Again.
Hello.
Yeah.
hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives. Hello for the very first time, because I will have edited out what we just saw before. But for those of you who are watching us live, I started the stream not on the waiting screen, but on us by accident. Big thumbs up.
Yeah.
How are you guys all doing? It's lovely to see you again. I hope you guys have had an okay week so far. By the time you're listening to this recorded on the stream, on YouTube or on the podcast, it's probably Friday. So I hope you've had an okay week and that your weekend is full of lots of love and joy. As we head into Christmas, I know as we get to the end of the year, everyone's feeling tuckered out. I'm feeling tuckered out, hence why I made the mistake with the stream launch tonight. So I hope everyone's got their excited game faces on for Christmas as it rapidly approaches, and we reach the end of 2022, which is, I think, been a bit of a mixed bag of a year. Definitely better than 2021, which was a bit of a dumpster fire of a year, and 2019, which was also a bit of a dumpster fire of a year.
And you didn't even mention 2020. That just didn't.
No, we don't talk about 2020, remember? That's the rule. We do not mention 2020. So no, thank you so much for coming and joining us. I was about to say, for podcast listeners, you won't be able to see Matt's face because he'll be joining us later. But literally, as I was about to say that, guess who came and joined us?
Hey.
You didn't say anything, Matt, so podcast listeners can't hear you.
We don't know who it is.
Oh no, his microphone's not working. Yeah, we can hear him now. We can hear.
There we go. Ooh.
Hey, hello podcast listeners. Sorry for that. Very unprofessional of me.
You're absolutely forgiven. Of course, you're forgiven. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming and joining us. Thank you to those of you who've been catching up with the Curse of Strahd campaign. We had an awesome session on Monday night. I don't want to spoil too much because I've realized that people might be listening to this before moving on to Curse of Strahd. You might not be watching them simultaneously. So I'm not going to say anything about the story, but we've obviously been playing through the Death House introductory campaign, heavily modified and rewritten, and definitely not called Death House because why would anyone go into a place called Death House? Players or characters alike. So we've been calling it the Durst Manor. I think next session is the last session in the Durst Manor. They've pretty much reached the end of that little introductory adventure, and it's really just starting off the next session with the consequences from this session on Monday. So I'll be very excited to see how that resolves. How did I go spooking you lot last session on the Monday night, Jared, with my modified shadows?
Well, I actually didn't. Like, every time I got targeted by it, I rolled really well, so I was doing really well. But a few people were really panicking. It changes some of the combats up because we were a bit worried to just go in, take out the shadows, and then be like, oh, but what about like the things they've, like through their like sort of abilities, like some of the stuff they've taken, and that really
I probably could describe what I did to them because I don't think it's particularly spoiler. I will be placing that homebrew monster up on D&D Beyond for anyone to use in their campaign if they wish. It's a modified version of the Shadow. Rather than doing the strength drain and necrotic touch, these shadows do an attack where they reach inside of you and remove a magical representation of an organ from inside of you. So the very first attack was a heart. So the way this is described essentially is they reach inside and they pull out a small crystalline version of that organ, still beating but looking like it's made of crystal, this white crystal. In this case, it was the heart of one of our players, and they then replace their own internal body parts with the representative organs that they take. And once they reach a certain number of organs, really spicy things start to happen. And if they're able to fill, I think it was 6 different slots with body parts, that's when things go very, very badly. But these guys were able to avoid that happening. They did a pretty good job. I only threw them up against 2 of them because they are a bit of a higher challenge rating. That is not the last they will see of those creatures, though. I worked too hard on those. So I worked too hard on creating them. So yeah, no, it was a very, very spooky encounter for the gang. So yeah, definitely, if you're enjoying Tyranny of Dragons, you're definitely going to enjoy Curse of Strahd as well. And obviously, our next campaign following on from Tyranny of Dragons, you're going to love even more so. So we should probably do our Tyranny of Dragons recap, because obviously we weren't around last week. We had a few people sick and a few people out, so instead we did a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet stream. We will be streaming Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on Saturday morning if you want to come join us. I think we're going to try and tackle the 6-star Charizard raid if we're ready.
Actually 7-star.
Oh, 7-star? We're not going to be tackling the 7-star Charizard raid. We're not ready for that. We'll be doing it in the next round. So maybe what we'll do this Saturday is just try and focus on uber leveling up some Pokemon and maybe tackling some 5-star raids if we can, and just get some more experience candies and get ready for the next round of the Charizard raids. But look, who knows?
Yeah,
maybe we'll be ready to do.
I need to play more. I've only done like 2 gyms.
Oh, but you'll breeze through them. Like the gyms.
I have been. Yeah, I've actually been putting in time and effort, but I've also been playing a lot of another PC games. So just things when you're injured.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How are you doing, by the way? Are you feeling a bit better?
Oh, good. The knee's getting there. Still a bit of pain. It's not too bad, but I have an MRI tomorrow night at 8:10, which is a bit weird, but
it's a weird time for an MRI.
It is a weird time, but it's the earliest I could get.
Any
so
time's a good time for an MRI.
Well,
so you will see me. You will see me tonight every now and again. I'll probably just turn my mic off and then I'll walk around, stretch out my knee. I was doing it on Monday night too.
Yeah, no, easy. I hope you have a very low contrast muscle scan of your MRI and that everything's okay.
Perfect. I hope so too.
If I remember how the MRI imaging works, I think you want low contrast for muscle tissue, if I'm right. Because high contrast means there's stuff going on.
I reckon there might be some partial
check me,
tearing,
please.
but I'm hoping there's no full tears.
Fingers crossed. Yes, please. All right. I will do a recap and we will jump straight back into the session. So, last time, the Tempest Adventuring Guild, a group of mercenaries, explorers, and adventurers, has been working to thwart the machinations of a group known as the Order of the Dragon. This cult has been amassing power, wealth, and knowledge in an attempt to perform a ritual which would bring a draconic god, Tiamat, back into the world. Our story has been following the escapades of some of the members of this group, Mira, Jin, Lockie, Yervith, and Shana, who are now searching for a flesh sculptor to help revive one of their fallen companions. The group have tracked this individual, gifted in transmutation magic, to the city of Drolmethion, capital of the Ganassi states, the elemental states. After spending some time buying and selling some upgraded gear, the group returned to the airship to speak with Ocelor, leader of the Drolmethion Harpers. The city of Drolmethion, however, has got the party somewhat on edge. Finding themselves suspicious of its utopic-like presentation and the strange affect of some of the members of the city that they've interacted with, the group feels somewhat suspicious. After an incredibly high perception check, I believe of 31 from Yervith last session. 31 perception last session.
Is very high.
Very high. Yervith observed a group of priests of a religious organization wandering through the city with a strange symbol comprised of the 4 elements melded into one, moving throughout some of the other city streets. Not much else happened with this, more just a curiosity moment for Yervith. Arriving back at the airship, the group met up with Flint, an Earth Ganassi Harper who had travelled to the airship with Leosin to basically await for you guys to lead you back to the Harpers organization in Drolmethion. As you travelled through the streets to the Harpers College, Flint led you into the secret entrance to the hideout, where you met with Ocelor. We left off last session pretty much as you guys had just been introduced to Ocelor, and she does recognize Jin in his Illyrian form at this point, and I think we pretty much left off last time as you guys walked in and she went, "Ah, Illyrian, what trouble have you got yourself into this time?"
Cool, so I guess we'll just dive right in.
Yeah, we'll dive straight in.
So, yes, I'll sort of walk up, and what was her name again, sorry?
Ocelor, but you know that everyone calls her
Ocelor.
Boss. Everyone
Boss.
in the Harpers of Dromethion simply refers to her as Boss.
Oh, nice to see you again, boss. It's been a while since I was last here. Yes, just a tiny little bit of a bother. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Indeed. Well, I'll be very curious to hear what you have planned, and I'm assuming this is no social visit to our fair city.
So just to just get my mind
Yes.
recollected again, we're going to her to talk to her about actually the location of the flesh sculptor.
I believe that was your plan. Yeah, you thought
Yeah.
the Harpers might have a lead that you could follow.
Yeah,
I
cool.
think she was our contact
Yeah.
in the city.
I wouldn't mind
being
also-
a network of spies throughout the city that you're already associated with kind of makes sense
Yeah.
to use that resource.
Well, we've come to Dromethion for a particular reason. We've heard that there's someone here who dabbles in forbidden magic, so to speak. Flesh sculptor.
As you say that, her face takes on a very puzzled expression. Why on earth would you be seeking out that creature?
I turn to the party and look at them real quick. Are we divulging things? What's everyone look like?
Yervith just kind of shrugs. Mm. Your
Very
organization, buddy.
Yeah.
You wanna divulge secrets?
Okay, I probably won't divulge much, but well, this person could help us with a potential problem that has arisen. Someone that we know is in need of their services. I don't want to go into it. I don't want to bore you with the details, so to speak.
Well, your business is your own. I was merely curious. I would provide a warning if you're seeking out that creature, however. Don't.
Oh,
It exacts a price that very few are prepared to pay when the time comes. If you have need of its services, truly need of its services, might I suggest you try other avenues instead? Surely you don't need to speak to this creature. There are other avenues for you.
No chance you know anyone that can build a body by any chance, then?
Build a body.
Yeah.
Or a construction.
I mean, desperate times call for desperate contacts, but if you know someone better.
I know of some artificers and Warforged who have been working on trying to replicate and create more varied forms of Warforged, but I get the impression that's not what you're referring to. Would that be right?
Correct, yeah. I mean,
it's not what we're referring to.
And you're not looking for a flesh golem, I take it. You're looking for a real body. I'm not sure what your options are in that case. This task you're on, I think you're going to need to give me a little bit more information. I want to help, and I will if I can, but I don't want to send you into the lion's jaws needlessly.
It's not so much of a... We're not really divulging any information, are we? If we explain
I think explaining's
Shana's
fine.
condition.
I sort of move in a little bit and just like slowly, like not really like talking super loud, like to Yervith and Shana. You know that Lyra sort of was dabbling with mushrooms. Maybe we could make a body out of mushrooms or myceline.
That is equal parts
I mean-
terrifying and I guess possible.
She was really digging into that aesthetic, so I don't know if that's even a possibility, but she really was vibing it, so...
I mean, I'm no
that better?
spellcaster, but I don't know if the magic checks out on that one.
We need it,
Thought.
please.
More than just using an actual body. Okay, look. I think we need to divulge a bit more. Our friend has been trapped, her spirit ripped out of her body. She now is in some other plane of existence, as more of a spirit, and we want to bring her back, but we need a vessel for her.
Right.
Ideally,
you could have just said it was some
not
crazy
machine.
magic shit. I don't know a huge
Yes.
amount about magic. I have people for that, but I think I get the gist of what you're saying. You have need of more than just a simple, well, I say simple, more than a complicated resurrection spell. You're looking to bring someone back who's not technically dead, but is kind of dead, and you need somewhere to put their spirit, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hit the nail on the head.
Right. Well, just be advised that when you go to this creature, and I'm sure you will continue to search for this with or without my help, so I may as well be of some assistance to you, save you some time, you will need to provide payment, and not in the form of coins or gold. From what I've heard, this creature takes much more esoteric things, memories, emotions, feelings, body parts.
I'm looking more at Shana than anyone.
It's she's still really torn. Like she doesn't, want to put any of like her friends in danger or anything, but I think any avenue, like abandoning any avenue of possibly bringing Lyra home is just not something that Shana could do, kind of thing. So as much as she's like, that really sucks, like she's like, if it means bringing her home, like she sort of feels like she has to, kind of thing.
There's no harm in talking, Shana.
Unless she takes
Unless
your
there's a fee for
voice.
that too.
What? She can take your voice.
Come
It,
again?
sorry,
He
it,
or she
unless
or
it, unless it takes your voice. To be honest, our research into this creature, our surveillance of it has been somewhat hampered. We don't know what this thing is. There is nothing like it that we have ever been able to
Okay.
discover in the world. It is very odd.
Just out of game, I'm getting real like that weird face stealing creature from Avatar. I'm getting real vibes.
Ko,
of that
the
at
face
moment.
stealer.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting currently from the way you're talking.
Good.
And
That's
I
what
don't
I'm going
like-
for.
I don't like that.
Perfect. That's exactly what I'm going for. So that's ideal.
Okay.
I'm going for a bit of
Ooh.
Ko the Face Stealer, Pan's Labyrinth style.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool.
okay.
Fine movie.
Yay!
Ah. If you don't know what that's from, Pan's Labyrinth,
You need
go
to
and watch it, but not at night.
What a night.
You need to watch it.
You need to
So
watch
good.
it. Is that Guillermo del Toro?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course it is. Of course it is. Fucking brilliant filmmaker. Sorry, carry on.
Well, nonetheless, we can just talk to them. Maybe we can find out a bit more about them.
Well, we're
Find
going
out.
to need to head outside the city limits towards the edge of West Bank. Outside the city walls, there is a small outpost farming community. I hear it does its business there.
Perfect. Okay.
Also, boss, what's with the vibe of this city? Is there things we need to know?
Vibe of the city?
Well, it's
Did
very
Illyrian not fill you in on the current political state of Jalmethion?
not really.
I don't believe he did.
Were you not paying attention during... In fact, now that I think about it, I don't think I saw you there for my brief.
No, I was definitely there. I was At the back, third row from the left. You don't remember?
Make me a deception check, please. Because we've already established you were not.
25.
25.
Me and
Yeah.
Perhaps your memory is better than mine. I don't recall seeing you there, but well, the elemental states are in a bit of flux at the moment. For a very long time, the democratic system has been challenged by some recent changes over the last decade or so, and a religious movement has grown from a few members to a few 100,000 members very, very quickly, and they're exerting quite a bit of pressure over the way that businesses are run and the way that our political system functions. We've had our eye on this group for some time, and we are a bit concerned. They are fairly extreme in their beliefs. How much do you know about the Ganassi history on Nostea? Should I do a quick recap for your own benefit? Do you know much about the Ganassi?
Oh, I'm fluent.
No, absolutely nothing.
Well, the Ganassi only really sort of came into being after the ruin. A group of elvish and human artificers were playing around with giant tech in a city not too far from here. The technology malfunctioned and caused a massive explosion that released huge amounts of raw, untamed elemental energy across the lands within, well, about 60, 70 miles of this place. Anyone who was within that radius was transformed by the exposure, and the Ganassi were born. My great-great-great-grandmother was a human. But now we are all Ganassi, no matter what you were before. As such, we've kind of become a bit of an amalgamation of the different peoples who were there around about that time, feeling a new sense of unity, but no longer tied to their original places. And as such, we decided to try something new, a democratic system of government. And it worked. And it is still working a little bit, but, well, it seems we were not as well set up in some of our safeguards as we thought. And if you have everything to a popular vote, and the populace all thinks and feels the same way, and someone is charismatic enough to influence that vote, things begin to shape how they wish. So there are a small group of Ganassi that we have our eye on at the moment. The so-called Five Hands, this new religious movement. We're keeping a very close eye on them.
You say 5?
5, yes.
That's an oddly specific
How
number.
curious.
Well, 1 for each of the elements, and then 1 for spirit that binds them all together.
Huh.
Earth, air, fire, water, spirit.
How long ago did this movement sort of start popping up?
Well, they claim that they've been around since the very first founding of the city, but I can tell you that I can only trace them back to about 80 years ago.
80 years ago.
But the popularity boom, that's more recent by the sounds of things?
Much more recent. Only in the last sort of 3-4 years has it really exploded. Now, I understand, I've had a bit of a brief with Sacerus, a member of the Harpers. I understand that you lot have set yourselves against the Order of the Dragon. I can tell you now that we have done a thorough investigation of this group. We have found no links to the Order of the Dragon, that at least that we could find. One of our members has currently infiltrated the religious group, has been there for some time. And, we couldn't find any link to the Order of the Dragon. In fact, they've preached against such actions in the last few days. When we heard news of what had occurred in Chiari, there was a sermon from one of the Five Hands. I can't remember which one it was, though. But regardless, a large sermon preaching against such violence, condemned any members of that group and called them a cult right out there and then.
So they're clearly aware of them.
Oh, yes, they are aware of them. The whole world is aware of them now.
Where would you say they are of the ritual?
I'm sorry, what was that? I don't quite understand. Sorry, what was that?
And I think now with the not picking up on that, Shana's just going to drop it. She's like, I'm sorry, I won't elaborate. I wasn't sure how brief you were.
Do they have a god similar to Tiamat that they wish to bring back?
No belief in gods at all. In fact, I mean, I've been calling it a religious movement, but perhaps I should call it a spiritual movement. They're opposed to the gods completely. The idea is that the gods are inherently misguided, and that when you have intention, you can have corruption, and that only the pure chaotic forces of the elements can be trusted, if that is to make any sense.
Huh.
They're not the kind of movement that would summon, say, a chaotic god killer to run around and kill all the remaining gods, would they?
Look, I could not speak to that. I can't say we've followed specifically that line of inquiry. It's possible, but I can tell you that that from what we understand, they're looking for a way to open the elemental portals again to access the planes of earth, air, fire, and water.
Well, that's interesting.
They believe that only when all of the planes are open and united, and all people are united under the banner of the elemental flames, can the world finally achieve peace.
That's an interesting thought, but I mean, how much of this do you prescribe to before I go on?
0%. Could not give two shits about
Okay,
the
wonderful.
elements and the.
Okay, because I just had an odd thought. Well, one, planet travel is quite difficult at the moment, without the
Yes, it
chance.
is.
And two, if you open up all of the planes of the elementals, would that not cause all of the elemental energy to pass into this plane, or at least have no barrier between it? You do realize these planes are completely the elements that they are attuned to, so it'd just be a giant gush of water, for example. Or...
Warforged, I'm a spy, not a wizard. If you've got questions about magic and the effects of elemental magic, you're going to have to talk to someone who spends a lot of time shooting lightning out of their fingers. That's not me.
That's fair enough.
Well,
I'll have to think about it. That doesn't sound very smart.
well, what are they doing politically? Usually I don't recommend mixing religion and politics.
Indeed. You were correct calling me out. I probably shouldn't be referring to them as religion at all. The spiritual group, as it were. They're trying to put in place protections for their organization. They're trying to abolish some of the state-run systems and hand control over a number of the resources to their organization. I think it's the early stages in a takeover, a soft coup, if you will, which we are specifically designed to help prevent. So as the Harpers, we are trying our best to gently nudge the Ganassi people back towards a more thoughtful and educated line of thinking. Trying to sabotage them is what I'm saying.
Yes. I know some stuff too. A little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a
Well, yeah.
Just a little bit of sabotage.
We're
She's learning.
really hoping to catch one of the five out in doing something against their tenets, against their decree. That would be fantastic. If we could publicly catch them and expose them as being hypocrites, I think the movement will die. It's snuffed out.
Have they actually done anything dangerous yet, or they're just
Nothing that I could
sort of
prove.
building up yet?
Nothing that I could prove. If I could, I would have done so. I find it interesting that they have 5 hands to match our 5 judges in our court of law. I think they're trying to capitalize on our own legal system to give themselves legitimacy. They know that number has a meaning of importance in their Ganassi subconscious, and they're trying to take advantage of that, capitalize on it. I think that's where the 5 comes from.
It is a very, very powerful number indeed.
It is. There are a number of layers to the power of 5.
Well, sounds like everyone has something on their plate. Any news from Palin at all? Talking to Sorceress. Have you heard anything?
When did I last chat to Sorceress? She begins looking over her desk and pulls out a sheet of paper. Yes, this was a couple of days ago. Yes, there were concerns. There'd been a number of tremors throughout the city over the past few days, and their attempts to scry the source had resulted in no discernible features. They were unable to locate the source of the tremors. And they've also noted some disappearances from the general populace, mostly amongst the wizards. Interesting.
That does not bode well.
Yes, over the past 3-4 days. So that was, I spoke to her a couple of days ago, so probably over the last week and a bit now, last sort of 6 days.
Sounds like things are moving fast. We
Okay. Well,
probably should too.
yes, we should get going.
Get to
Many
Mira.
things to do. Sounds like we'll finish up our sort of
Like a dragon.
business here and be off to Palin by the sounds of it.
Yes, well, I'm sure you've got much to do. Thank you for stopping by, Leary. It was good to see you, and very nice to meet you, all of his companions. I wish you luck. I do believe that this Order of the Dragon should be opposed. From what I've learned about their time in Chiari and their effects far and wide at the neighbouring villages, it seems that they are a blight and a menace. And if I wasn't stationed here in the Elemental States, I would most certainly be volunteering myself for some undercover work. It's been a while since I got to break out the old disguise and trick my way into an organisation full of corrupt individuals and help tear apart an organisation from the inside. It was one of my favourite activities when I was a practising agent of the Harpers.
Well, it sounds like you might get your chance here if you can expose this movement.
If it means that I have to wait for them to grow big enough, I think I might be a bit too late. If I can kill this leaf while it still grows on the vine before it takes over and chokes the whole vineyard, I think that would be preferable.
Well, if we weren't on such a tight time frame, we would help you, but...
No, I understand. If you do have some time once you're finished and want to match wits with another group of deranged individuals, you're more than welcome to come and join. And I'm sure that Illyrian could be useful back in assisting with the Harpers, and occasionally we do have use of people who can blast things and hit things. You lot look very capable of that.
I can blast things.
Excellent.
Yes.
Clearly you understand a little bit about politics too, my dear, so perhaps you could be useful in that way as well.
I know enough to get away from it. Yes.
She laughs at that. And that, I think, perhaps shows your wisdom, more so than me. Well, I have some other duties to attend to. You'll want to head to the far edge of the West Bank. You'll need to cross the main river. You'll need to head over towards the far end of West Bank. And when you get there, probably you want to be looking for the tavern. Don't head inside. Head around the back and knock on the cellar door. The storm cellar. Knock on the cellar door 3 times. And you'll find there the creature that you seek.
Right.
And good luck.
And to you.
Thank you.
Thanks, boss.
No
Yes.
problem.
Thank you so much, boss. Always good to see you.
I don't think that's particularly true, Illyrian. Last time
And
we were
your
here...
lectures were amazing.
Well, I'm sure they were. It's a shame you weren't there to hear them.
It was, remember? Back, top left, third from the left.
I
I can't remember that you...
I'm sure you believe that, my boy.
Oh, what? Don't worry about it. No, it's okay. Okay, we'll be seeing you around, boss.
See you around. Good luck. And with that, Flint steps up and goes, "Yeah, right, guys. How you doing? Did you go okay? Can I take them off your hands now? Take them off your hands now, boss?" Yes, Flint. Thank you very much. You're welcome to take them back towards the entrance. Actually, sorry. If you could take them out the West Bank exit, please. Take them through the South Tunnel. See if we can get them a bit closer to their destination without walking through the streets. Be a shame if they attracted the attention of the guards or the Way of the Elements. You're right, you are, boss. I'll get right on that. All right, you lot, come on, follow me. I'll take you down the secret entrance.
A secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. So if you follow Flint, he leads you back through the library area and down towards a trapdoor. He opens it up. You can see there's a ladder heading down about 4 or 5 meters into the earth to a narrow set of tunnels that branch off in 5 different directions. He sort of takes a pause for a moment, holds up his hands so that he can see the 2 L shapes, one forward, one back, looks at the tunnels, and then goes, Yeah, I think it's this one. All right, come follow me. I'll take you down. And with that, he leads you down this long, narrow tunnel. The tunnel is not illuminated, but Flint does pull out a torch and holds it up to help illuminate the path behind you, and also to give you something to focus on. As he leads you down this tunnel, you walk for about 20 minutes with the sides of this cold stone pressing in around you, the roof only about sort of 2 meters tall, so not very tall at all, with occasional air holes for smoke to drain from the torches. The tunnel then begins to slope slightly uphill, and as you reach the edge of a ladder, Flint gestures you up, and you emerge into the inside of a pretty nice looking shack. Table and chairs carved out of wood. You can see that there's a bed in the corner as well. A few items of food and drink on display on some shelves as well. And as Flint gets up and closes the trapdoor behind him, he looks around and goes, "Oh, safe house is a little bit of a mess. I probably should stick around and clean this up. If look, I'll stick around here for the next couple of hours. You guys go out. Just come back here to the safe house, and I'll take you back through the Harper's organization if you wish. Once your business is all done in the West Bank."
Yes.
Sounds good.
Good luck to you guys. Yep. Just remember, keep to yourselves. Don't draw too much attention to yourself in the West Bank. Bit of a rough neighborhood sometimes, so just play it safe. You will look street smart. I'm sure you'll be fine, guys.
I'm excellent in the city.
Oh dear.
With that, as you guys open the door, you find yourselves in a very different part of the city to where you were before. No towers of metal and glass rising above you. No streets covered in plants and green walls and well paved and looked after. This looks like the old city, the rough part of the city. Fractured stone cobblestones stretch out before you alongside the bank of a large winding river, so heavily polluted with garbage and sludge that the river moves at a snail's pace, dark and unable to see through the dank water. You can see it slowly drift past. It's almost a solid at this state. You do think if you fell in, you'd probably have time to scramble out before you sank in. As it resembles more of a fetid swamp than an actual river. The citizens at this part of town look rough. A number of the earth ganassi you see walking around have large cracks or chips taken out of them. Some of the fire ganassi have sections of their flame burning very low, revealing skin underneath. Some of the air ganassi actually have holes in their arms that wind is continually passing through, making this strange hollow ringing noise. And the water ganassi don't have this bright blue flowing hair. It's polluted and marred like the river itself. As you step out, Flint closes the door roughly behind you, and you can see that the safe house that you're currently inside of looks to be an old apothecary that has long since closed. The sign has been worn away to almost nothing. I pass over to you guys.
So I think Shana probably turns to look to sort of everyone. It's like, first of all, I don't know what they're probably going to ask for payment when we're talking to whatever the hell we're going to walk into, but I don't want anyone giving up anything. This is my burden to bear.
Look, I'll take the hit again. Last time we had to pay tribute, I came through with the goods. So this time, I'll just double it. I have 80 pastries to offer them.
I reckon with those pastries, they might be able to sculpt something mighty fierce.
I am willing to give up my treasure for your endeavor.
That's
It's appreciated.
Oh, praise Jin for his generosity of
Pastries.
Yeah.
A very stale rock art.
And on the third day, he rained croissant down upon us, and lo, the custard tarts were sweet and gooey. Sorry. These aren't, they're stale as all fuck, but
What do you mean?
How old are they now?
But on
that's
that
really
note,
old.
I've been friends with Lyra for a very long time. So yes, we'll try not to give up anything terribly important, but you know.
If it has to come down to it, they can have Yervith, I guess.
Okay. Thank you.
I'd rather not give up any of my
What I wanted to
digits.
say is we bear the burden together. Lara is my friend.
I need my hands for shooting arrows.
Doesn't need his legs over.
Or us.
What about those?
That's why I have.
You don't need
That's why I have a
those.
dragon now.
Oh, they look tasty.
Okay, cool. So I think we can agree then. We'll cut Yervith off at the halfway point. He can stick him on in almost like a saddle, and perfect.
I'd really rather you not do that, Jin.
Fair enough.
Just while we're here in this neck of the woods, just don't make eye contact with anyone.
I guess-
keep to yourself.
Yeah, on that note, can I just be like keeping a lookout as we kind of go
Yeah,
along?
Yervith would be eagle-eyeing right now.
I'll grab perception checks from both of you then, please, or investigation, your choice.
Doing that as well, because I'm going to have a little...
Investigation.
22 for Yervith.
I mean, we're a crew of
He's putting his hood
non-Nazi.
well and truly up over
6
his
for
head
Mira.
at the moment.
All right, we'll do Mira's 6 first.
Oh,
this-
it's investigation. So
It is, yeah, 6. This part of the city's a bit rough, Mira.
Yeah.
That's what you glean.
I love it. So cool. So cool. Yeah.
It's a bit rough here, but probably there's some charm if you look hard enough. Yervith, 22. You are getting some looks. There are no other non-Ganassi in this area. You are the only non-Ganassi. And as you guys are sort of standing outside this apothecary, not unfriendly eyes, but mistrustful eyes turn to look at you.
Just look down at the ground and keep walking.
Oh.
Well, anyway, I guess we should keep going, not to draw any attention to us.
Should we be a bit more, I don't know, disguised, maybe?
I think it's already a bit too late for that. I mean,
I think the only...
I can't stop staring.
I think the time for that has come and gone, Mira.
Okay.
Unless you can magically turn yourself into, well, a, Ganassi, I think we're going to have a bit of a tough time in this one.
Okay. I could sneak. I could do...
We could definitely try and sneak.
Okay.
I think with all these eyes on us, I think sneaking might be
bit late.
Okay. Oh.
If we hide behind like a...
As I say that, Lockie knocks into a wall, goes tong.
Okay.
This just echoes like a dolorous bell. Bong.
Just don't draw any attention to yourselves.
Hold on a second, I have a
Make
question
for
to
the
ask.
bar.
What about if we just pretend like we're meant to be here? That's how I usually get through.
That also works, Mira, but just you may be met with some resistance.
Owen,
Literally how I live my life. Yes, Jin.
if
Jared.
I cast Major Image,
Yeah.
could I technically make it an image of us, like the party just walking together?
Yeah.
No,
Pretty sure you could, couldn't you?
it doesn't move, I'm pretty sure.
Major
Major
Image
Image does.
does
Pretty
move.
sure
No,
Major
it
Image
moves,
does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on a point. I see what you
It'll
mean.
be in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tried that before.
The image appears at a spot, so it can move, but it can't. Sorry, yep. So the image is a moving picture, but it is locked onto a point that you choose, a spot that you choose. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Unfortunately, not.
As long as you're within range of the illusion, you can use your action to cause the image to move to any other spot within range.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
As the image changes location, you can alter its appearance so that its movements appear natural for the image.
So that means
for
every
example,
6
if you
seconds you
create-
can move it.
Yeah, yeah. And then, but they actually like... Yeah, I'll post this little bit up.
Okay, no, I'm reading it through now. I've got it open. Yeah. So,
Okay.
for example, if you create an image of a
Second
creature and
paragraph.
move it, you can alter the image so that it appears to be walking. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm actually going to say yes because
Only thing that I have noticed is
they're going to have to be walking very slowly.
You have to
Create
walk
an
very
image
slowly,
of an
and it will
object.
is it like you're going to chunk it from one place to another, or is it going to be like stop motion?
Well, he could do
It's
20-foot
very-
cubes, so if they're walking very slowly, he could start you guys walking at the edge of the 20-foot cube, and then as you get to the other end, he could then move it so that as it slips over, there's only a very brief moment where it's not touching, and
And-
then it looks like they move across into it.
And it says like an altered its appearance so that its movements appear natural for the image.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be stopped. It's not.
As the
major
image changes
is a
location, you can
third
alter its
level
appearance so
spell.
that its movements appear natural for the image. Yeah, I will absolutely agree. Yes, of course you can.
Is it verbal or semantic?
Both,
It's
I think.
all three of them.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have to like speak it out loud.
Yeah.
Sure.
You could
Oh,
make,
you have to bellow it, but you have to say it.
you could pass it off as some religious chanting.
Yeah.
What I might do is, I reckon we walk somewhere where we can hide, like at least get out of view, and then I can like have the image move out from our hiding spot and go like a different way, and then we'll try and stealth, or at least like it draws away all the people, like all their notices on the image moving away. We
Oh,
can
yeah.
use it to slip away.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, right. That's cool.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. So I guess we'll go find somewhere out of range from some of the, the people looking. And then I'll use a spell.
Alrighty, so probably like where you are now, the city streets are somewhat narrow, but across the river you can see that it opens up and it's actually outside the limits of the city walls. In fact, the area beyond kind of looks like an old farming settlement. You can see some sickly looking trees, clusters of buildings. If you cross over the bridge, you could probably duck behind some of the houses, and quickly cast the image behind them.
Cool. I reckon we do that, and then if you're okay you doing that, Matt, you could maybe do pass without trace.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then,
Alrighty, I'm gonna
then
bring
we
you
can
across
like
to a map.
we can really be, we can
Really
be stealthy,
far.
and no one will really know our movements at all.
So I'll just time the casting and pass without a trace as soon as you do your major image and we're ready
Pretty much.
to go. Yep.
Perfect. I've taken you across to a map. As you walk across the bridge, you can see the foul, fetid water beneath you. But as you reach the other side, this area, much more closely resembles a old area of farmland, no longer being used to help grow food or grow grains. In fact, there are a couple of old abandoned fields choked with weeds that have been left to rot. As you head on over and quickly duck behind one of the farmhouses, Jin casts his magic to make you all look like Ganassi, and Yervith does pass without trace.
Correct.
Oh, I'm actually making this look like Genasi.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what you're doing. What were you doing? Sorry.
Ah,
I thought that was your plan.
You wanted to set an image to walk off in a direction.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't think I could actually make this look like Genasi. I think that's a bit too. That'd be way too hard to maintain.
It'd be easier to
Very
just
hard.
to have a double
Yeah.
leg go off, and then we'll.
So basically, like the party, like,
Yes.
I
Yep,
put
yep,
them
yep.
like sort of here, and they come back out, and sort of.
But we
find
go
their way
in,
over
we go the
here.
different way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
gotcha.
might go the back way over here, and then
Okay.
the party will actually walk maybe like
Down the main
either a
road.
bit further up, and I'll sort of be
Perfect.
within range.
Yeah, no, ideal. Okay, in that case then, could I have each of you roll me stealth checks, please? And you get to add a 10 to this for pass without trace.
Mira's so
Cool.
excited. She's like, all of the spy things all at once. Oh my
Oh
god.
my
27
God.
for Jin, that is a 37.
37.
15 for Shana, that is a
Oh, Matt.
25.
25.
Natural 1. Natural 1 for Matt, that's a total of 24, because natural 1 is a 14.
It's a I get an advantage on this because I'm wearing my boots of elven.
Oh, you are wearing your boots of
Oh,
Elvenkind.
nice.
Yes, you do get advantage. Lockie gets
I
a
rolled
20.
20
Oh my
That's
god.
30.
at disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
20 at
really good.
disadvantage, so you rolled a 20 and a 21.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Actually,
And
plus 5 for
Claire
stuff, that's
rolls a
insane.
9 for Mira, so that's a total of 19. Did you want to roll again, Yervith, for your stealthy boy? Yervith? Matthew?
You're gone.
Stim.
Is he gone?
He's-
He's so stealthed.
He's
He's just gone.
I crit one.
He did say his internet was doing some weird stuff.
I'll tell you right now, if his natural 1 is still a 14, which is a total of 24,
There you go. He rolled
he's
a
going
19.
to be he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
This is 29.
16, 16. Oh, he's rolling lots now. Okay.
Oh my god.
No, so the
Okay,
first
no,
one he
we
rolled
need
was a
that
16,
many.
so 26. 26. That's only he rolled a 3. That's abysmal. Anyway, you guys watch as the illusionary party that you've created begin just walking off, not sort of like looking stiff or abnormal or weird, just begin walking off the same sort of pace that you guys were and begin heading down the main road towards the center of town. I am going to create illusionary duplicates of you for my own benefit so that I can move them and see what they're doing. So I'll put them here.
Perfect.
I guess the idea is that they just go like duck behind, like they walk for a bit until the spell ends, duck behind the alleyway, and then.
I think that's what I'm going to do, and then
what's
I'll
the range? What's the range of major image?
So 120 feet.
Oh yeah, so you can get them all the way up, probably behind this first house here on the left hand side.
I probably won't have them go super duper far away. I'll probably stay within a reasonable distance of them, because if I like have it at my reach, then it's a little bit more trickier. I'll keep them a bit closer so I have a lot more control.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, you got loads of room, so you can have them walk down that area and disappear behind there somewhere.
I probably will send them that way, actually.
Okay, perfect. The illusion duplicates head off and then vanish once they get down the main side of that alleyway there. As you guys begin heading down the back of the farmhouses, you said you wanted to head up sort of around the back. You reach the back of what looks to be some sort of inn or I'd say some sort of like restaurant or inn or tavern. And as you get round to the back section here, you can indeed see a storm cellar right at the very back of the manor, just sitting there, covered with a sort of very light layer of fallen leaves and dead branches. But yeah, there's a storm cellar sitting right there.
Yeah, but would it be possible for you to check whether there are any traps or anything for a cellar door with someone inhabiting it? It's oddly, there's stuff on it. You think it would have fallen off if it was used regularly?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that for you. He's not here, so
he's not here. I can do you if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at checking traps. I'll have a look at that now. I'll roll a investigation or perception check for you.
As he wanders up, I'll just hold out a little implement, little cog implement that kind of like shakes for detect magic.
Is it like a gyroscope?
Not like a gyroscope. It's like those little spinny things that you shine a light on them. But it'll be the magic, so it's the weave.
Can you hear me?
We can now. You're back.
Can now.
Hey.
I just rolled a perception check for you to check for traps on the storm cellar entrance.
Amazing. That was hilarious because I said it not knowing that you couldn't hear me, and then you said it like in my character, and I was like, wow, that's eerily similar to how I did it. So you nailed it. That was perfect.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. No, that's good to hear. Yervith, as you look over, you don't detect any traps or anything like that. But there is something else. As you're looking over this trapdoor and having a bit of a look, you can tell that people have been through here fairly recently. You think that this stuff that's on top has been kind of chucked there deliberately to help disguise it. However, as you're looking over it, you hear this dull thud coming from somewhere up and behind you. And then as you turn and look up, you see a massive bronze dragon fly overhead and crash down on the roof of the inn.
What?
As it turns, as it turns and looks down towards you, you see a figure on its back, a blue dragonborn, with one eye completely severed off, this massive scar tissue blocking one of the eyes. And as this dragonborn looks down and glances at you, it's holding this strange silver disc glowing with light. Yes, that's them. Kill them, Velsivar. I'm going to have initiative from everybody, please.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting this. Okay.
Make sure to click on your characters and then roll for initiative.
Dragon Ex Machina.
Okay. Not where I thought this was going.
Oh shit! I didn't click on my character.
Oh, it was going to be sneaky spy.
Yeah.
Shooty.
I might need to.
Okay.
I rolled an 8 and a 2.
Oh dear. What did I roll?
I rolled so well.
And also, I messed up, Owen. I apologize.
How dare you? That's all right. I'll add it on.
Mine was selected, but it didn't go across.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
I have to refresh my roll 20 sometimes when I
Yeah. That's
Don't tell me
no,
that.
I want
My roll 20
something a
is
bit
barely there today, guys. So don't tell me that.
something a bit more battle-y. That'll do.
Intense.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, so whose tokens didn't make it on? It looks like Lockie didn't make it on, and Yervith didn't make it on. And I better roll for two lovely characters as well. So what was your roll, Lockie? You rolled a 9. And Yervith, yours was a 17. Perfect.
Wow, Mira's ready to go.
I'm so. Yep.
Yeah, Mira's straight off the bat. I'll just roll for my two creatures. Sorry. They don't have these. Oh, wait, bit of a A. Alrighty. Can you guys see that? No, that's not worked. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. For some reason, that hasn't worked.
Layers.
Maybe they are on the...
Layers.
That's alright, I'll just try this. Sorry, guys. This is very professional of me. Can you see it now? Yes, there we go. Perfect. Crixus, brilliant, and Velsivar.
Sounds awesome.
You like those names?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's cool.
I better just also roll for these two, because things might happen, hey? Who knows what's going to happen in this one. So don't worry about it. I'm not rolling lots of stuff. Alright, perfect. First off the bat, as this happens suddenly, Mira, you are the first one to react. The bronze dragon on the roof above you is huge. Clearly an adult, possibly even going on an older adult bronze dragon. You can see that it is probably female from the looks of it. The way the spines flow back is much more delicate than those of a male, which you know means in bronze dragons that its lightning breath is going to be a bit more potent. You can also see a symbol painted onto the scales of its chest, a symbol of 5 claw marks down the middle of its chest, which you recognize as being the indicative symbol of the cult of the dragon.
Ooh, I don't like that. Dragon
You
shit.
are up first.
Oh yeah, I'm up first. Okay. Do I recognize the names?
No, you don't recognize the name Velsivar. You've only heard the name Velsivar so far. I probably shouldn't have put the name there for Crixus, but Velsivar, no, you don't recognize Velsivar off the top of your head. Do you want to make me a history check?
Yeah, because if he's a big old dragon, then I might have heard of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Nah, I don't.
It's a bronze dragon.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lightning.
called Velsivar, apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly, ostensibly.
Maybe I didn't hear it right. Just thinking of another dragon in my history check there. That's how wrong I got it. Okay, so I can kind of see. Okay. What is the thing in his hand as well? Can I?
It's a silver disc, glowing faintly, and you can see this sort of illusionary magic floating above it, depicting almost what looks like a map from where you guys are. So from the ground looking up, you can see this like illusionary, like topographical map.
Okay. Okay. I am going to separate myself from the group a bit.
Yeah, no, you guys are lucky that I rolled so badly for Velsivar. That could have been bad.
It could have been bad, yeah.
So, and then I'll just shout. I'll hold my action to cast slow on it, and I'll just yell out, "Who sent you?"
Okay. Yep. The Dragonborn responds. This blue Dragonborn responds. Who sent us? Who do you think? The group you've been doing your utmost to piss off. It's okay. We've been sent to deal with you.
Okay. 6 seconds.
So you've held your action. What was the trigger for that?
When it goes to attack someone.
Okay. So if if there's any hostile movements from Velsavar or Crixus, you'll set off a slow. Brilliant. Yervith, you are up next. Eleanor at your feet begins to growl at this large dragon, a challenge almost.
Yeah. Yervith is going to... He's going to move, realizing he's not in a great position.
Yeah, we need to disperse.
Yeah, working on it.
And he's going to back to this, back behind this cover here, behind this house. And he's going to bonus action Hunter's Mark on the dragon.
I will add a Hunter's Mark.
And then he's going to take some shots. He's going to try and sharpshoot, which is one of the features he's gained from all
nice. Yeah, so it's I think from memory you do it's a minus to the roll, but then a plus to the damage.
Minus 5 to the attack roll, plus 10 to the damage.
Minus 5 to the attack roll, but plus 10 to the damage.
Oh, nice. 16, and that was it's the dragon.
I gotta roll it.
You actually got to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
So 27, 22.
And who were you aiming at? The dragon?
That's the dragon.
Or the dragon. 27 is definitely going to hit.
So it gets to 22 though.
Goes to 22.
22 is still going to hit.
Yay!
Sweet.
So that is 16 piercing damage plus 10, right? Because the sharpshooter.
26.
26 piercing damage.
Plus 4 fire damage, plus... no sneak damage.
No sneak
there's
attack.
one else.
Oh yeah, no sneak.
Yep.
But yeah, 4
pretty
fire
huge.
damage as your new bow, your brand new Ember Shard bow.
Pulls out the Ember Shard bow, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
And Hunter's Mark damage as well.
1d4.
Yeah.
D6.
Ranger.
36.
Hashtag just range things. Oh, all 6, nice.
Nice.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of
That's a
damage.
lot of damage.
Yeah,
That's a lot of damage.
He has another
36. 36
gonna do
points
the
of
same-
damage.
And do the same thing. Hopefully, will hit.
Nice.
He's basically aiming for weak points.
Weak points, yeah. And the Hunter's Mark kind of makes
sense.
sense with that too. Roll me some damage. Let's see it, Matt. 19
Ooh, that's not-
minus
that's not
5,
enough.
14. This time, the dragon just pulls one of its wings and slaps the arrow away with this gust of wind that pushes out. Not really expecting you, because originally it looks like you're running away, right? And so the dragon kind of like is, yes, this is how you should behave in front of a dragon. Flee for your life, little mouse. And then you just turn around and pop it with this arrow as it looks down. And then looks up with you, rage fills its eyes, and as you shoot the second arrow, it just whacks this wing down and pushes the arrow away and off target with this gust of wind. I will eat you first, little mouse.
I pop behind the corner at that with my remaining 5 movement.
Yeah,
Just
brilliant.
go,
Next up in the initiative order is Crixus, the dragon's soul. He looks down at you guys on the ground, walks to the edge of the roof, sort of examines you and goes, "Yes, I have permission to kill you for..." Oh, sorry, before we go any further, Matt, you do still get to move Eleanor. Did you want to move Eleanor?
Oh yeah.
Yep. She's going
That's
to...
ominous.
Well, she does have a fly speed. It's just she can't fly if someone's on her.
Yeah.
She can fly.
Yep. So she's going to fly up onto the roof and jump into Crixus' space.
Okay, so just so you know, so
harass him
technically she should have been able to move before Crixus. So Crixus was back here. She could actually fly up to Crixus before he gets to the edge of the roof, because technically her go should have gone. Yep.
Yep. So she'll fly up into Crixus' space.
Nice.
Okay, brilliant. That will change what Crixus does a little bit. As this small drake flies up, small compared to the dragon. To him, large drake. He looks down at the down at this drake. You should be on our side, little drake. But no matter. And he pulls out his sword and he smacks Eleanor twice with his short sword.
Oh,
That's rude.
That is going to be a 16 to hit on the first attack.
Misses.
Nice.
26 on the second, however.
That
hits.
Okay, that is going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's all right.
12 points of lightning damage. As he slams down, the blade crackles with energy and shoots through Eleanor's body.
So how much is that total?
So that was 8 piercing, 12 lightning, so 20 total.
Oh man.
Sorry about that.
That's alright.
My held action goes off?
Yeah, that counts as an aggressive move as he just starts smacking Eleanor. You cast slow. I believe that is a Constitution save.
Constitution, and because it's a cube, it'll get both of them.
Yes, and Eleanor too.
If she positions it at the back, might.
Can I position it so it doesn't? Can I turn the cube?
Yeah, you can. From that position, you can.
I can't actually see them, by the way.
You can't actually see them?
With the,
Oh, is the fog of war a bit dark?
Yeah,
Fog of War is.
Oh, sorry. Let me just say, it should be daytime mode. Here you go.
I can see it.
I can see it fine.
Better now?
No, I can see everything now.
That's better.
I can see.
Yeah. That's better.
That's fine.
Yeah, because I was like, it's in my range, so I should be able to kind of see. I just wasn't sure. Yes, so that is a Constitution saving throw from both of those.
Absolutely. I will do that right now. That's a 19 from Crixus, the Dragon Soul.
Passes.
The dragon got a 5. It's going to use one of its legendary resistances to throw that effect off.
Resistance.
Yeah,
As you cast this spell for a second, Mira, you think you've got it, and then you watch as this light comes into its eyes, and it just shakes itself, like shaking water off itself, and the spell breaks and cracks around you as you feel the energy dissipated. The dragon turns its attention towards you, snarls. I have orders to bring you in alive, little lizard. Don't tempt me to bring you in pieces.
Why don't you listen to your own orders instead of others?
Ooh.
Spicy.
I like it. Crixus isn't going to do anything else on his turn except to let out a loud, piercing whistle. And as he does so, you hear the sound of coming from somewhere behind you. Jin. Jin.
Okay. So, was it Crixus that said before that the Drake should be on their side?
Yes.
And I say to him, why don't you burn our side? And I cast Dominate Person on Crixus.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, nice. This is one of the
sorry.
new... No, that's
Let me
okay. I'll make a wisdom saving throw.
There you
This
go.
is one of the new
I will
spells
let
you
you
picked
know
up.
too, because it is a
Charm effect.
charm effect.
Yep.
You have disadvantage on the roll because of the
Okay,
harp.
that's really good because he actually has advantage being a dragon fanatic. He has advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
So it's flat.
While the dragon soul can see a dragon or higher ranking cult of the dragon cultist friendly to it, the dragon soul ignores the effects of being charmed or frightened. I'm so sorry. I've just put that in the roll 20. Can you guys see that? No, I'll just paste it in here. I'm so sorry. That's really unfortunate because Dominate Person is so good. I'm sorry, mate.
Oh man.
Now we know.
No, that's important information.
That is very important information.
So that's my 5th level spell slot just gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll paste it. I'll paste this in the Facebook so you can see. This is a completely unmodified creature. This is from the module.
On the module, yeah.
I haven't modified this at all. This is what they have available to them. I've just pasted it in the Facebook group. I'm really sorry. I didn't know that they had complete immunity when there's a dragon nearby. As you go to cast this effect, he just turns and looks at you and laughs. Oh, you're cute.
Okay.
You're really, really cute.
Wow.
That's really annoying.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm going to do a Bardic Inspiration on Lockie then.
Lockie, you have a bardic
And
inspiration.
then I'm going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Pretty much hugging the
Getting
sort
to
of...
the wall. Yep,
Yeah.
Good shout.
absolutely. Lockie, you're up next.
Okay. Well, I haven't got much to do this round, but what I'm going to do is he's going to 5, 10, 15, 12... Select Michael. 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to end up here. I'm just going to bonus action for my 8 temporary, actually 11 temporary hit points, sorry.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take out his little time turn gyroscope, and I'm going to hold action. And what I'm holding action for is the Dragon Breath. When I see the Dragon Breath, I'm going to target the person that's getting targeted.
Okay, very, very nice. Shana, almost lucky last.
Alright. Shana's going to quickly measure how far away she is from Belsvar.
Yep.
That's 30 feet.
30 feet, yeah.
Alright. So she's gonna sort of stand where she is, where she's within range, and look up at him or her and just sort of shout, "Are you in service of this Dragonborn right now?" Because it does kind of appear like you're in the service of this Dragonborn. I mean, you're following his orders. I mean, as far as I was aware, that's not how things were supposed to be, was it not? And with that, she casts suggestion. And she's suggesting that she doesn't listen to Crixus.
Okay, I make
on the dragon.
On the dragon.
Oh, that's cool.
I make a wisdom save.
17.
Alrighty. Fantastic. I'll just check there's nothing that affects this. Nope, that's fine.
I forget that I get a free cast of it a day.
Natural 20 for 22.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
That's alright.
I'm
This
so
damn
sorry.
dragon!
As you go to as you say this, the dragon sort of turns and looks at you. No, I'd much rather tear you apart, snake. And anything else on your turn?
She gonna move?
Yeah.
She's gonna quickly retreat.
I don't really know where to move.
Let's go. 5.
Shana's delivery of that suggestion spell had a very like Jerry Seinfeld
20.
vibe to
It did, I
It's
liked
like,
it, yeah.
what's the deal with dragons? So like,
What's the deal with dragons following Dragonborn? What's the deal?
I just looked really good.
Shana, that's your full movement.
Yep.
Velsivar.
Before Velsivar has their turn,
Yes.
just a quick question for you. Is how far is the airship from us?
You actually don't know where you guys are in terms of the city, right? Like you came from the docks. You know that you walked for sort of like 20, 30 minutes from the airship docks to the Harpers, and then another 20, 30 minutes from the Harpers to the West Bank. You actually don't know where the airship docks are in relation to West Bank because you took the underground passage.
Yep. So all I'm really fishing for is my fine greater steed. While the mount is within 1 mile of me, I can communicate with the
you'd be within a mile. You'd be within a mile.
Cool. I'm gonna. Sorry, can I just retcon quickly that or not? Yeah, sort of. I just want to talk to it, and basically, like, have it come to me.
Is that allowed as a? Let's have a quick look for fine greater steed. It's not like an action or a bonus action.
It just says, while the mount is within 1 mile of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. It doesn't,
then that's fine.
doesn't really say anything else.
Then that's absolutely fine. That's all good.
It might take a fair few turns to get here, but
He's already cast it. He already summoned it a couple of sessions ago.
yeah, it's active.
it
Two
just
sessions
lasts
ago.
until it disappears.
Yeah, you can summon it. Absolutely. I mean, you obviously don't know how far away
It'll
it
take
is.
a few time. It'll take a
Yeah.
bit of time for it to fly here, but it's good to know we've got some other
Some
ally.
air support coming. Absolutely. Velsivar stays exactly where he is, and he is going to let out a blast. Sorry, she is going to let out a blast of lightning. Now, I'm pretty confident. Yeah, that's a nice little line, although it is still going to get Crixus. Does she care about
Do they
Crixus?
take on any of the you're listening to Crixus, you're definitely following his orders.
That's not going to get Crixus, and that is exactly the line that Velsivar wants to do. Oh no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't really want to take out Mira straight away. What about Shana and Yervith? Oh yeah, you guys are in a nice little line. Perfect. You watch.
Does that go around cover?
You watch as Velsivar moves forward to the edge of the roof.
Oh yeah.
Stands on the edge of the roof and blasts this jet of lightning. this massive blast of lightning shoots in a 90-foot line down the edge. I need Yervith and Shana to both make me dexterity.
I'm waiting for Michael to do something.
Yeah.
Michael, your reaction goes off, as the lightning is blasted out.
Yep, and he's gonna zap. Sorry, Yervith, I think you got this. He's gonna zap Shana out of the way.
Perfect. So just to confirm, how far away can you zap people? 90
feet.
You are absolutely fine. So talk me through, for the effect, talk me through where Shana goes.
Okay, so let me see. I think he might just probably do a bit of a spatial thing, so a bit of a gravity one this time. So he's just going to pull her over so that she ends up, I'd say maybe over. Actually, wait, I can do anywhere in the 90s, so I might actually.
Maybe like over here.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was actually thinking out by near this thing, so she's in basically a similar position she's in now. So strategically, she can do what she wanted to do. Yeah, I might pop her up over here.
Awesome. And which spell are you using again? Sorry, just so that I can remind myself.
That's it's a Vortex Warp.
Oh, that's from your Artificer. Artificer thing. So I'm trying to find it because I just wanted to double check it just so I can read
it. VTT it if you wish.
Oh, thank you. I love VTTing stuff.
Oh yeah, me too.
You guys are dorms.
Yeah, I know.
Can I VTT?
Should be able to VTT. Anyway, we'll do your dexterity saving throw.
Yervith, that was an 18.
18 is a good. That's a good one to roll. That's right. I'll pull it open on here, Michael. Vortex Warp 5e. Here we go.
Parent. Nah. I failed.
I can't see any spells. Where is it? I'm being an idiot.
I think so. Second level.
I'm being an idiot somewhere. Here we go. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Choose to fail. The target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. 90 feet. Perfect. Yeah, yep, done. Shana, I'm guessing you choose to fail this?
Oh no.
Shana? Oh, you're nodding.
Yep.
For the podcast.
No, it's my mic. I think my noise gate is set a little bit too high still, so it keeps cutting me off.
And where did you want to place Shana? Sorry, Lockie?
I wanted to pop her up here, so she's in pretty much similar position she's in.
Lockie, as the lightning shoots, your brain flicks into time warp mode, where basically your processing speed overclocks, and you watch as time around you seems to slow as you reach out your hand and release the spell that you've been holding in place, the Vortex Warp. As the lightning is just about to hit Shana, her hands go up to her face trying to protect herself. Space-time opens around her and she just disappears and simultaneously appears in the space over towards the area of the... it's basically like a small barn that's been abandoned, just near where Mira and you are, Lockie. The lightning passes through the empty space. Yervith, kind of getting ready for Shana to be hit and then to take the remaining, is kind of a bit surprised as the full force of this lightning just shoots through, blasting off a section of the house that he's just hiding behind and crashes into where he is. Yervith, what was your save? 18?
Yeah.
You needed a 19 to pass.
No, you said it was good.
I think he meant it was good for him.
Oh yeah, sorry when I said it was good.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
That's cool.
Again, I just want to show you because this is just the normal adult bronze dragon. They are absolutely brutal. That is going to be 60 lightning damage.
That's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball. It's almost like the cult. It's almost like the cult have been holding their punches for a bit, but now that you have thoroughly pissed them off, I'm more than happy to eliminate you.
All right.
Yervith, would you like to do an absorb elements?
I would love to do an absorb.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a reaction, I'm definitely doing an absorb elements.
I thought you might.
Yeah. Cool. Take some of that damage. So that's gonna reduce it a little bit.
Yeah. So what level can you cast your absorb elements at? I believe
level 1.
I mean, I can cast it at level. I can cast it
at second level if you need to.
Yeah.
And you can reduce it. You can reduce it by 2d6 in that case.
Oh, the extra damage increases, but the spell itself just gives me resistance.
Oh, does it only ever reduce? Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. I'm having a moment. Yeah. So okay. So as this lightning crashes into you, Yervith, just this last second moment, you hold up your hand and summon the power of lightning to you to try and give yourself resistance as you try and transform Eleanor into this lightning form. You're unable to because you're not transforming her form, but the pulling of that draconic energy is enough that the lightning, as it strikes you, dissipates around you somewhat. You take half of that damage as you have resistance down to 30, and you watch as your weapons, your mosaic short sword and your ember-shard bow begin crackling with lightning energy.
Question for you, Owen. As you said, he drew from some draconic power.
Yes.
If we look at him while he's doing this as all elements, does he have maybe some bronze scaling starts sort of appearing in his form a little bit?
So probably no physical changes, but you'd watch as around him this very draconic after image. So essentially, like, his shadow would kind of change a bit. Nothing physical would change, but you might see like these flashes of a draconic form almost above him, catching this energy, almost like a really large version of Eleanor. A full adult-sized version of Eleanor. It's this almost like draconic spirit suddenly stepping in and taking some of this damage away. Cool. As you connect to Eleanor's true form, because at the moment, like, you're only summoning as much of her as you can into this realm, and as it's gone on, she's gotten bigger and gotten stronger. But it's not a reflection of her spiritual form. Her spiritual form is vast. Velsivar is not a huge fan of you being able to do that. He doesn't love that you've been able to throw off some, or she doesn't love that you've been able to throw off some of that. And actually, it is appropriate that you roll a d6 for me to see if that breath weapon comes back. 2's good. 2's good for you guys. The breath weapon does not return. As the lightning crackles away, you don't see that familiar energy crackling up around the dragon's throat. As the dragon looks around at all of you. No matter. Scatter the roaches and crush them one by one, I think. That is Velsivar's full go. Something else happens in the background that you guys can't see, and then it's Mira's turn.
Okay. Right. Excellent. I'll just keep
Great. Wonderful. Good.
Good. I'm going to get in range of both of them, 30 feet. And I'll just say... What will I say? I'll just say she will subjugate us just as much as you're being subjugated now, Velsivar, and I'm going to cast Rhymes Binding Ice. It's another Constitution saving throw. But I'm going to put some slaw through points to give you disadvantage on that saving throw, please.
Okay, absolutely. I will roll Constitution, you say?
Yep. Both of them as well. 30-foot cone.
I rolled an 18 and a 15.
Ooh. That fails. That fails.
Velsivar is going to use a legendary resistance.
No, that's his second.
Second.
It's good.
As Rhymes, can you read out what Rhymes Binding Ice looks like for you? Velsivar's going to shatter it.
Cool. So it's kind of starts as Mira's sort of fireside, and then it just kind of takes on this bluish tinge and wraps itself around the legs of the two of them.
Yep. I still have to roll for, and obviously Eleanor as well. Crixus. I still have to roll for Crixus. I will roll for Crixus, who does not get legendary resistances. Could you please roll for Eleanor, Yervith? That's an 18 for Crixus.
That's at disadvantage?
Oh no, that is not with disadvantage. Can you do it to both creatures with disadvantage?
It says it's on a spell, so whatever I can use.
Yeah.
It's on the spell. I'll tell you what it is. It's Seeking Spell. Not Seeking Spell. It's a Heightened Spell. When you cast a spell that forces a creature to make a saving throw, spend 3 sorcery points. One target disadvantage.
One target.
Okay.
I was pretty confident it was one target.
The dragon's a pretty good target.
Seeking Spell is...
Eleanor rolled a 17, so Eleanor's fine.
Yep.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, beats it. Eleanor and Crixus both shake off this effect as well. Kind of concentrated more at Velsivar, right? Because as you're pushing it out, Velsivar's right in front of you. As this ice begins to shatter around it, Velsivar just stomps down with his massive claw and shatters the ice, causing it to break and fall apart, the magic dissipating. You'll have to try better than that, sorcerer. And you have it backwards. Crixus obeys me.
Really? Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah. What is Crixus's response to that? What is his...
Crixus seems a bit distracted dealing with Eleanor right now. Doesn't respond.
Fair enough. Okay. Oh, but okay, so he didn't really hear. I was going to say.
You get the sense. You get the sense Crixus heard it. Like he's right there, and this
Can I
dragon
do,
speaks with his
check to see if
booming
he
voice.
agrees with that or not? Like,
No, I mean, do you want to make me an insight check?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah, I do.
Roll me an insight check.
I want to turn them against each other.
21. You get the sense that Crixus doesn't react to that at all, as if that's not news
Not
to
news.
Crixus.
Not news. Okay. Okay.
Alrighty, Mira, anything else on your turn? Do you want to move at all? You quite comfortable where you are?
I've moved 20 feet. I'll just move. I'm not in range of anyone else. I'm just going to keep pulling aggro with the dragon, I think.
Perfect. Yervith.
Yeah. Fuck. What's he gonna do?
Your muscles still probably ache a little bit from this spell having just struck you.
Yeah. He's doing his best to like just shrug it off, but probably is a bit sore. What's he gonna do? He senses that Eleanor's still in the fight, so he's not going to quite give up on Eleanor yet. But definitely considers re-summoning her as a lightning dragon. Isn't gonna do it. He's gonna
wait till she
gamble a
drops
little
to
bit.
0, man.
Yeah, exactly right. He's gonna take another shot with his Ember Shard bow.
Sharpshooter?
Yep.
Okay, brilliant. Make me a shot against Velsivar the dragon, I'm guessing.
22.
22 minus 5 is 17. That is... not enough, sorry. As the arrow flies past, Velsivar just moves her head, dodging out of the way as the arrow disappears away.
He is now going to use a bonus action to steady aim. He's going to give himself an advantage on this attack.
Nice.
Which means he gets his Elven Accuracy, which means he gets super, and he is going to sharpshooter this as well. So
okay, nice. Yeah, with advantage as well. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Also, you get sneak attack as well.
He does, yeah.
Yes.
So,
yeah, because Eleanor's within 5 feet. So 26 for the first.
So 21.
21.
21's going to hit. Yeah, 26 and 20. 26 is going to hit.
Ignore that.
Yep.
The natural 114. I think we're going to take. I don't know. 20. So 26 taken down 5 is 21. That hits. So we have 12 piercing damage made to 22 because of the sharpshooter.
Yep.
Then we have 3 fire damage, 7 sneak attack, and would you like to roll me the lightning damage, please? 2d6.
That's only on melee attacks.
Oh, it is 2. Yes,
Yep.
It is 2.
That's right.
Apologies. No, you're right.
All good. But I will get Hunter's Mark, so that's a 3.
Yes.
An extra 3. Nice.
Good damage.
Wonderful.
Damage.
I will mark that off as well. Yeah, good damage. Yervith, you've done like 60 points of damage to this thing by yourself.
Sharpshooter, man.
Yeah.
Sharpshooter.
I haven't done anything.
It's finally coming online, baby.
Anything else on your
literally
turn?
done anything.
Yervith?
Sorry, what was that?
Anything else on your turn?
No. He has to stay still for steady aim. So
Yes,
he's
you
just
do.
gonna stay put.
Yep, absolutely. Crixus. Crixus is not a fan of Eleanor being up in his grill. He's got more important things to do. He is going to try and cut down Eleanor, and because Eleanor is now engaged with the dragon, he has advantage using his pack tactics.
Oh,
What?
Yep. Yep.
damn!
Yep. He has advantage if one of his allies is within 5 feet.
That's 2
Yep.
pieces of information we know about Dragon Fanart now. So
You've learned a new thing about Dragon Souls. I can share with you, Dragon Souls, bad news. The cult are now sending their elite assassins after you.
Cool.
In case you're wondering. Cool. Yeah, cool. Alrighty, Yervith. That is going to be, for the first attack, a 26.
that will hit.
And for the second attack, a 20.
They both hit. Yep.
So sorry. So the first attack's going to do 7 piercing.
Yep.
And it's then going to do 17 lightning damage.
Ooh.
It's in my back.
How much is that?
7 plus 17 is 24.
So she's down to 1 HP.
And then the second attack hits and does 4 piercing plus 5 lightning damage.
That's alright.
You watch as he just carves Eleanor's head clean off. He literally just decapitates her. As Eleanor vanishes, he looks down at the missing body. Ha! Figures. He's then going to move up and go 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to jump down off the roof up towards Lockie. Look at you, crack his neck, and then go, you look like a worthy opponent.
And you look like a little shit.
He takes exception to that. Could he do... it's a bit soon. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. Jin, it is your turn next.
Okay, I'm going to get my bag of holding. I'm going to throw 10 pastries on the floor. And I'm going to cast animate objects on them.
Okay, so
pastry golem.
how have I not created a swarm of pastries as a custom creature, anticipating this very thing? I should have known this was coming.
I have 80 of them. This is 10 of them down. I can do this another 7 times.
All right, so let me just double check. So animate objects. So these are going to be
the tiny ones.
Tiny ones, probably, yeah. So you get...
I know, it's a big slab, but it's there.
Yeah, what I'm going to do... Here's what I'll do. Do you want them as a swarm that you control altogether? Would that be... Is that okay? Just for
I'm going to put, I have 2 swarms. I'm going to put 6 on him and 4 on him.
Okay. Wow. All right, here we go. Let me just get 2 pastries.
Now, I have all their health on a notepad, so you don't have to track that.
Brilliant. Here we go. I've got 2 pastry swarms on Roll20. I actually did find pastry. So you want a swarm on Velsivar, and there's 6 in that swarm, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'll put a 6 here.
And then
so that
4 is on Crixus.
And I'll put a 4 here. Awesome. All right, amazing. Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to mentally command them to attack.
Alrighty. The first swarm is going to go for Velsivar. Do you want to quickly roll me a whole bunch of d20s? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 will hit the 24 and the 27. You get to roll, I believe it's 1d4 plus 4.
There you go. I already have it all ready to go.
Fantastic.
8 and 7.
Does this count as magical damage?
It's force damage. And it's magical, yes.
Force damage. Yep. Yeah, okay, cool.
And it's magic, yep.
Alrighty, I'll mark that off. As these pastries fling across and begin just batting at Velsivar, there's a moment of confusion, and Velsivar looks down at these things, not really understanding what the fuck is going on as these pastries begin battering away and do a very small amount of damage.
It's fine.
And do you want to do the next 4?
If they all hit, they would have done a lot more.
Would have done a lot more damage. Do you want to do the 4 against Crixus?
Yes. 2 probably hit.
Natural 1, 22, 19, and 11. Yeah, 2 will hit, definitely.
5 and 7 damage. Force
5
magic.
and 7. As Crixus takes this damage, Lockie, you look kind of a bit in amusement as Crixus is ready to strike at you, and then this pastry just bitch slaps him across the face. As Crixus sort of recovers and looks up, confused, the second pastry smacks him in the chest, winding him ever so slightly. He goes, What is this?
I'm sorry, I misspoke before. I should have said you can go baguette fuck.
Baguette fuck. Nice.
Nice.
That's good. That's good, man. That's really good. Claire's rolling a d4 psychic damage. Anything else on your turn, Jin?
I'm going to go over here real quick, so 5, 10. I'm going to look down over here. Or I guess I'll have a look left and right.
As you look into town and look into the city square, you can see there's a number of Ganassi fleeing for their lives from the giant dragon that landed on the roof.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do I see the other dragon or the other being?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I can't see it from where I am currently.
I mean, do you want to make me a perception check?
Sure. That's
Natural 20 for 29. Damn it, Jin. Damn it, Jared. Son of a bitch. Flying low over the roofs of the houses, you can see a winged form, somewhat similar to a dragon, but no front legs, just these large bat-like wings, as a wyvern shoots low across the town, heading directly for you guys. You think it's only a turn away.
Wait a minute.
Oh no! I don't want to. Okay, so
A wyvern.
A wyvern.
Yeah.
Have we met wyverns before? Is this?
I don't think you guys have met wyverns before.
probably not.
Mira
Were there
would
any
know
at
what
the
wyverns
Sky
are.
Giant's castle?
Shana,
No,
you know
Oh.
that Lyra was at the Sky Giant's castle to study
Looking for
wyverns.
Yes.
Looking for
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So I thought it was appropriate that I bring them back for the episode where you try and get Lyra.
Yeah, okay, where we die. Yeah, it would be
We'll be
appropriate.
tired.
Okay.
I should call this the one where they die. That'd be a good name.
That's a good name for a
That's a good name. The one where they TPK. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the
Okay,
TPK.
so I'm just going to move another 20.
Yeah.
5, 10,
Lockie,
15,
it is
20.
your go,
Alright,
my
that's pretty
friends.
good there.
Crixus is right in front of you. Some pastries to your left, a dragon to the right. Here you are.
Stuck in the middle.
Stuck in the middle.
Okay, if I were to do about about here and do
Yeah.
a 10-foot sphere, would that get both of them?
Yes,
Excellent. So he's going to
and the pastries too. Don't forget.
Can I position it so I don't get the pastries?
You'd have to position it inside the house, which you cannot see because the wall of the house is there.
Can I position it on the wall close enough?
So
I don't
if you
mind if I
position
break
it,
it
so
out.
10 foot, right? Here is the edge
Yeah.
of the wall. If you position it like on the wall, it's still going to get the pastries 10 feet away.
What are you casting?
Not all of them, just the ones next to Crixus and you.
Shatter.
Oh.
They do have 20 HP each, ironically.
Yeah, but they're objects, so it's,
Yeah.
it's double damage.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
What if you did it just to the dragon?
And it's gonna hit the inn as well and collapse the inn.
That was actually what I was hoping that it would do. So
Yeah.
the
The
dragon,
flesh sculpt is also in the inn.
Yeah.
And there's
Suddenly-
families hiding in there too. Wait, what?
Oh no, that's probably not a great idea anymore.
No. Lockie, what would you like to do?
I don't know that. I don't know.
What would
that.
you like to do?
Okay, I won't position it for the pastries. I'll just position just to get the dragon then.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Just gonna get up and straight.
right sort of in the middle of where the dragon is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
I
so-
don't mind hitting. I don't mind hitting the roof or floor where the dragon's standing, so it can fall into the thing.
Done. All right.
See if I can-
No, that's fine. Let's see some shatter.
That is an 18 con save.
I will make a con save. Let's see if I can do it. Does have a plus 11 to Constitution. That is a total of 22.
Okay.
As
So
I roll an 11.
Yeah, so it's half on damage, on half on successful.
Roll me some Damagios. Let's see them.
Good.
12 thunder damage.
Yeah.
Half to 6 and no, that's fine. Yep, half to 6. Perfect. As you let off this, Velsivar takes this concussive force backwards and then looks down at you, Lockie. I see we have a volunteer. And you see lightning begin to around the moor again.
Just hold up your shield.
Anything else in your turn, Lockie?
No, that'll do me.
Alrighty, I pass over to Shana. Shana, Lockie worked very hard to save your ass last turn. Are you going to return the favor?
No.
She's gonna try her best.
Yep.
So first of all, she's going to burn 2 spell sorcery points to get a quicken spell. She's gonna quicken the Eldritch Blast as usual and send 3 shots into Crixus.
Yep, and 1
So
shot.
I'll
into Velsivar.
roll them first.
Oh,
Oh, no,
I
just all
should-
3 into Crixus.
All 3 into Crixus. Don't she get
All 3 into
4
Crixus, and then
then?
oh, have I?
Because you get 2 beams.
Pretty sure.
Oh my god, I've got my level
You get 2 beams
3
each.
at
so
level
each-
11. I'm not level 17 yet.
No, but don't you get 2 beams per hue?
3 beams per spell,
So if you're
but
quickening,
I'm not going to do 2
yes,
Eldritch.
right. I get you. Yep. So 3 beams.
Yeah, so it's only
I should-
one
One
Eldritch.
Yeah, and I should also describe what happens to the inn with that 24 shatter damage, because it's 12 shatter damage on the normal, but
Yeah,
it's actually
24 on the inn.
doubled. The side of the inn collapses, falling around Crixus and Velsivar. I actually will have them both roll dexterity saving throws really quickly. I just realized that I had forgotten to describe what happens to them. No, they both do really well, actually. But no, they're both completely fine. 18 and 16 as Velsivar and Crixus just... Velsivar just... as the inn collapses underneath him, she just lands on all 4 paws on the ground and looks over at you, Lockie, without even flinching. Crixus just dodges around, avoiding the shrapnel. As the inn partially collapses, you hear cries from inside and screams. Shana, would you like to roll me some attacks for your... for your... just unending Eldritch Blasts?
So with hearing the screams from the previous turn is now making me feel a bit conflicted, because Shana's initial desire to attack is hit Crixus with the 3 blasts, and then drop a level 4 fireball on top of his throat, while trying to avoid the pastries and Lockie, which means
it's dropping
it on the inn.
In the inn.
Or at least the shadow they can survive from, the fireball.
But they're all fire genasi, aren't they, Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fire genasi.
Yeah.
And I
Only fire genasi go.
That's a solid negatory on that one. It's called the Unending Fountain. So there's
It's called the Hot House. Yeah, it's all fire genasi. It's completely.
it's called the Spicy Meatball.
It will be the hot house soon.
So much steam just rising.
I just saw your thing, Yervith, that you typed in, "Are we the baddies?"
Are we the villains?
Oh no.
I'm rolling a D2.
A D2.
I just want to flip a coin. If it's heads, I want Shana to disregard the screams entirely and focus exclusively on protecting Lockie.
Okay.
And if she rolls tails, then
Can I just point out you're choosing to save pastries over people. Like I just want that option made available to you, that you understand that you're casting Fireball on the inn so that you don't take out the pastries. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. I just want to make sure you know. I just want to make sure you know what your choices are.
I don't think that there's a 20 feet that I can.
And what about these pastries?
These pastries have gone stale and failed to provide you with sustenance.
Oh no, it would
That's
be
why they're so effective at being animate objects, because they're just so stale. They're like they're hard as like rock. That's why I'm like. That's what made me think about it. I'm like, hey. He's been saying that they're like rock hard, so gotta use
Shana, I need to hear a decision. What are you doing?
She completely disregards that there is probably people in the inn and casts Fireball.
Well, are you actually counting foolish? Like,
what was that, sorry?
Yeah, because I guess like this is where like alignments might come into play. I know you don't really like focus on it too much.
I don't use alignment in that way, but I'll let you know now that carry on.
She's specifically aiming for like a 20 feet just adjacent to Lockie, so probably burning up.
Mostly the inn.
Yeah. Mostly the inn. Well, this corner, this small-ish.
It's about 20%. 25% of the total area of the inn, and it's at the back of the inn.
I will say one thing as well. You know that the flesh sculpt is in there.
Is in there too.
Okay, yeah, no.
That is true.
That would change her decision.
Oh, I care about that person.
Yeah. No, because it is... Shana is very much what is in it for her. Like, she saved... she wanted to save her plane because she lived on that plane. Like...
Yeah, fair enough. So in that case...
Yeah, it's like... There is something, so yeah, she's going to use that other thing and just make it 6.
You can still drop a fireball like right in front and still get Velsivar, Crixus.
Can I get both of them?
Yeah, you can get Velsivar and Crixus. It's just that you're going to be dropping it in front of, which is still probably going to hit the Storm Cellar door. Actually, no, it's just outside the range of the Storm Cellar door if my math is correct. So if you drop it here, 20 feet. Still going to get part of the inn. That's going to get Lockie. No, you don't want to do that.
That could completely wipe out
I'm just going to
my
Eldritch, I think. Like, there's too much collateral, and I think...
Oh, no, if you drop it here... Oh, no, Mira's in the range.
No, I want to. No, I'm fine as well. It's fire, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a dex save, I'll be right.
Alright, let's roll some Eldritch Blasties.
Yeah.
Just roll all 6.
Yeah, her conscience got the better of her.
So 25 is 1 hit against Crixus. 22's second hit against Crixus. That's 6 force damage. 25's another hit against Crixus. 23 is another hit against Crixus.
And 6.
18's another hit against Crixus. 13's not going to hit.
5 hits.
Yeah, wow. Can you roll me some damages, please? You just need to roll 1, 2, 3, 4 damages. I've already got 1 damage.
4 damages. All right. I think that should be damage. 1.
That's not bad.
2.
Yep. 12.
3.
8.
Was it 4?
Yep. And 6. Oh my goodness, that's a total of basically 40 damage from those Eldritch Blasts.
34, yeah.
You watch as Shana just unleashes. I imagine you kind of like summon this orb of energy in your hands and then just let go, and the magic just explodes out of you. These beams shooting towards Crixus, like almost like a break in the weave has occurred. A break in the magic as it
It's
cracks.
very possible that her initial intention was to drop a fireball, and as she went to do the cast, where she goes, shit, there's actually probably a fair bit of collateral here, that's probably not a great idea, and quickly changed it to the Eldritch Blast last minute. But the amount of power behind it was just...
Yeah. I'm going to also say, because you're summoning this much power, and that's a lot of damage, Shana, as you begin to summon this spell, the fireball, and then change your mind partway, your shadow rises up next to you and helps contain and focus the magic into these beams, and you watch as Varys takes form in the shadow. Only you see Varys in this instance as he manifests, and he helps you guide these beams towards Crixus. Gives you a bit of a wink, and then disappears back down into your shadow as Crixus takes a huge amount of damage. As he's blasted back from the force damage and cracks his head against the edge of the house, the edge of the inn, he looks forward, eyes looking towards Shana. Once I finish with the metal man, I'm going to enjoy skinning you, Snake. Perhaps you'll make a fine pair of boots.
I've heard that joke before.
Oh, shit. Nice. Anything else in your turn, Shana?
Yeah, she gonna hide.
Run around the side of this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Brave Sir Robin ran away. Velsivar's not happy right now. He doesn't like these pastries swarming around him. He doesn't like Shana. He doesn't like Yervith. Velsivar is going to take flight as he throws himself into the air, wings downwards. He is going to fly. How far can he fly?
Can I ask you a question?
Hello?
When Crixus was damaged,
Yes.
did Velsivar react at all?
No, Velsivar didn't seem to react at all.
Okay.
Crixus did. Crixus goes, ah!
Oh, yeah.
As he's blasted back. Velsivar doesn't even notice. She does not seem to give a shit. She can fly 80 feet. She will do so. She is going to fly up onto the top of this house here. She is going to... who's within range of her? Frightful presence. Everyone within 120 feet. That's everybody.
That's everyone.
That's everyone. As she stands on top of the building, she lets out this intense roar, lightning crackling across her maw as she lets loose this blast of lightning up into the sky. I need all of you to make me wisdom saving throws to avoid being frightened of this dragon as she rears up, her wings flapping the air, pushing around you as you all feel a sense of dread and horror as this creature stands above you. 9, Mira, you are afraid?
No, actually, I'm going to use my 1 resistance per day from my blue dragon mask. Actually.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh.
Absolutely. That's a 19 from Jin, that's a pass. 17 from Shana, I believe that's a pass as well. Yep, that's just a pass. 13 from Lockie is not a pass. Lockie, you're a bit booped. And who hasn't rolled? That's everyone. Fantastic. The pastries, Jin. Could you roll for the pastry? No, I'm kidding. Velsivar, having done her frightful presence, is now going to try and take the two of you out. She's going to try and bite Jin. She's going to claw attack. Oh, she can't quite reach Yervith. No, she's going to go for Jin first. Take out Jin. Bite attack Jin, claw attack Jin, tail attack Jin as she tries to end Jin. 20, 25, and 19.
Cute.
Okay, so that was
20 for the first attack.
Uh-huh.
Well, we should do the attacks one at a time. So 20 for the first attack.
20 for the first attack.
Yep.
Are
you going to use any reactions?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So 20.
20 for the first.
I'll leave it at that.
Yep. So then that's 21 piercing damage as she bites down and cracks into you. She just pierces through your armor as if it's made of butter and bites down into you. So 21 piercing damage. The next attack is the claws as she lets go and swipes down with a claw. That is 25 to hit.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
13 slashing damage as she cuts across you, carving through your armor. And then the last attack that she does is a 19.
I'm going to use cutting words on that one.
Brilliant. Roll me a d10, I think it is, for cutting words with your bardic level.
Yep. 5, so it goes down to 15.
Down to 14.
And this is... 14,
oh yeah, 15. Sorry. No, is it 14? Yeah, take away 5. Yeah, down to 14. Definitely misses. As the tail swings around, what do you call out? What's your insult to cutting words this?
Oh. As I take the 2 hits, and I'm like visibly like bleeding, gushing out blood, I just look at her in a daze almost. Go, is that all you've got? Jesus! As I'm just like absolutely like half of my body's been torn to shreds.
Yeah. Jin, I also need a concentration
Yes.
check. 2 concentration checks for your Cookies of Doom.
Yeah, I think probably fail. What was the first one?
21.
So is that a 21 constitution?
You have to get
saving throw?
21 to beat it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get that, but we'll try. 13.
13, yeah, that's gone. I won't... Yep.
Sorry, is Velsavar in combat with me at the moment?
No, just with Jin.
Okay.
He decided to drop all 3 of his... Even though you did way more damage, he has went for me.
Yeah, so the way Velsavar's working is Velsavar is taking out spellcasters first.
Smart boy, Bill.
Okay, I used a luck point, and I got 23 to pass.
23, excellent. And now I need one more concentration check for the second attack,
Okay.
which is only a 13 that you have
Damn
to
it.
beat. No. Unfortunately, as this happens, the pastries just lose all life and
I can...
you need the luck.
It doesn't give me a limit on how much I can use the luck points.
There definitely would be. It's not an infinite source of...
Oh, so I
Let's
have
have a look.
3, obviously 3 luck
Yeah.
points. I've used 1, but it doesn't say I can't use them.
More than one. Is it a reaction that it says you can use?
It's just an other. Whenever you make an attack roll ability check or a saving throw, which
Yep.
are...
You can
I like
spend
the saving
one to
throw.
roll an additional d20, and you can choose which die to use. You can choose to spend luck points after you roll the die, but before the outcome is determined. Yeah, so that's fine. No, I'd say it's a no action. It literally says
But that
lucky, no
means-
action.
That means I only have 1 left.
Yeah. So do you want to use it?
So I'm dropping them all now.
All right, perfect.
Damn.
I will bring back your delicious pastries, which I sent to the GM.
I failed
layer.
again.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I will leave the pastries on the GM layer.
I had a real-
I imagine they're like up, and then they were down, and then they were up, and then they were
Yeah, and they just drop. The
That's
magic
so
finally
annoying.
fails, and they just drop to the ground. Velsavar then turns his attention on Yervith. He doesn't do anything else this turn, but he does turn his attention on Yervith. The Wyvern! The Wyvern flies across, has 80 feet of flying, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. It's going to use its dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 as it flies overhead and roars down towards you. It can't do anything else, but it roars in anger, and Crixus looks up, whistles, and points towards the area where Shana disappeared around the corner. Shana, you don't see this because you're hiding.
Oh.
I thought the women would be helping us. God damn.
Yeah.
Mira, your turn.
Friendly? Not friendly?
Oh, did you think the Wyvern was on your side?
Maybe.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like maybe for the
Oh, that's fine. Oh.
What a shame!
Dang it. Okay. Okay, so Mira will just, so she's gonna like, what happens is she conjures her ice magic to start with, and then the flame as well, and the flame turns into a green, and as she combines it with the ice, it projects out into this enormous draconic image where the scales are the ice shards and a green flame glows at its throat, and she's conjuring draconic spirit.
Yep. I will
At 6th
absolutely.
level.
I will absolutely put down a draconic spirit for you. Green dragon.
Green, yep. I'm choosing poison damage for this, but my resistance is lightning.
I will give you control of this dragon.
And it takes. Oh, it's a large creature. And immediately takes its go after mine.
You should have control. It is all yours.
No. Oh
Yep.
yes, now I do. Yep. Green dragon. And is going to fly straight at Velsivar.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Roll me an attack.
Okay, so this one, because it's 6th level, I get 3 rend attacks and breath weapon.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. And it recharges on a 5 or a 6 for the breath weapon, correct?
No, nothing about recharging, actually. It just says multi-attack makes a number of rends equal to half the spell's level, and it uses breath weapon.
Oh my god, this spell is so OP.
Yeah. Okay, so...
You're just like, yeah.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this spell for a long time. Okay, 1. It's only like 1d6 at a time. 2. And 3.
I better make
for
a
the
dex
rend.
save for the
And a dex.
breath weapon, right?
Yes, please.
I'll roll a dex save. I'm guessing a 13's a fail.
That's a fail. That's
Oh,
my
no.
DC. No.
So, you
It'll
do still need
be-
to roll me to attack. You roll damage, which is
Yeah.
great, but I will still actually need you to roll to actually hit with those.
Oh, didn't it roll damage?
It's rolled damage, but it hasn't rolled to actually hit. It hasn't rolled
Oh,
the
here we
d20.
Sorry. So many buttons to click. That's the roll. That's
11
11.
is a miss for the very
I'm
first
going
hit.
to use Seeking Spell to re-roll it if I miss.
Can you, if it's the dragon doing it?
I don't know.
Let's have a look. Let me open Seeking Spell. I'm guessing probably not, because it's you doing it with the spell that you cast.
Okay.
If I'm not... Yeah, you cast a spell that bends around barriers to reach their intended destination. So it's you casting the spell. Yep, sorry.
Okay. So I'll have to do 2 more rends. That's the first rend.
Yep.
Sorry, I've accidentally rolled in the wrong way. 3. 1, 2, 3. Should have all come up.
So the 11 misses, but the 23 and 28 both hit, which means the
right.
9 and the 9 damage stand.
9 and 9.
Velsivar's not liking this very much, as this draconic spirit bites into its flesh and begins tearing away. Velsivar roars in anger and looks towards this small spiritual dragon, or I should say this large spiritual dragon.
And
You
that's
think
an
this
8
magic to
damage.
imitate our powers is enough? I will rend this creature myself, and then I will come after you, Mira.
Hey,
So that's good. She just yells back. This is,
Tiamat's daughter.
No, she doesn't say that.
I say, this is the true power of Tiamat.
Ooh, do you say that?
Oh
You
yeah.
actually- do you say that?
Oh yeah. I say that.
Ooh, okay. Velsivar cocks her head and looks at you curiously. Doesn't say anything else. Anything else in your turn, Mira?
Run away.
Run away? This is the true power of Tiamat.
Can I hide in the trees? Actually, there's trees.
We should call that a Shana. You can run around behind one of the trees and hide
It's
it.
foliage.
We call it doing a Shana.
Pull them out.
This,
and run away.
every time I say this, it's like, this is the true power of Tiamat. It's climate tree.
Yeah, I use Fine Whip. Alrighty, Yervith, it is your go next.
Wow.
Extra 8 poison damage there as well for the failed dex save.
8 poison for the failed dex. Absolutely, I'll mark that off right now. Yep, done.
And he's poisoned. Oh, okay.
No.
She's not poisoned.
Okay. Yervith is not having a good time. He looks up at Velsivar and is a bit doesn't like this. He was gonna keep shooting, but he realizes that he probably needs Eleanor back, so he's going to move. He's going to take his movement to move 40 feet straight back towards this farm, I guess.
Doing a Shana. I get it.
Doing a Shana. Doing a running retreat.
Yep. And then you summon Eleanor to you there?
I can summon her 30 feet away. So
Okay.
I will summon her like 30 feet away Basically, and then she'll move to get into combat with Velsivar.
Alrighty. Absolutely. Yep. She runs up into range with Velsivar. Make an attack.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to command her to do it. So
do it.
Fucking let's go. Let's see what she does. She's going to do her bite weapon.
9 is not quite enough. As Eleanor clamps down Velsivar on Velsivar's tail, Velsivar just shakes her off, and Eleanor sort of rolls and tumbles away from Velsivar before getting up. Does Eleanor have multi-attack?
No.
Oh, damn. Yep.
But I will say she is a lightning drake at the moment.
Yes. Yep. And that means you've got resistance as well.
Correct.
Alrighty. So that means that
damage.
Eleanor is blue at this point.
Yeah.
And Crixus is not having fun. He doesn't like Lockie. He is going to try and kill Lockie. Crixus just pulls out the sword. You watch as he runs his hand over it. It begins crackling with lightning, and he just wails on you. That is going to be... Oh, wow. That's not great. That's a 9 for the first. Just ricochets off you as he swings down. You said you were holding your shield up. You just spin your shield and cower behind it as this sword strikes off. Second one's a bit better, 22.
Okay, I'm going to spend a charge and yeet him 15 feet through the building.
So he still hits, correct?
He still hits.
And then the rebound off it. So as he swings underneath, as you hold your shield up, he swings underneath and cuts at you. That is going to be 9 piercing damage and 16 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then you yeet him back 15 feet. Does he make a save? I think he probably would.
I don't think so. I double checked that. I don't think it does, actually.
Have to be a save.
I don't think it does. I think it's just if they hit me, I can push them back 15 feet.
It's in your inventory.
It should be in my inventory. It's a couple places. Give me a second.
Dude already has his back up against the wall too, so don't get too excited about how far back you're yeeting him.
Didn't I break the building with?
So where the creature was, not directly behind Crixus. So let's have a look. I'm just looking for this.
I'm looking for it.
This is the Thunder Gauntlets, correct?
No, this is my features and traits. This is one of the things on my shield.
It's an infusion.
It's an infusion, yeah.
Just trying to find it. Where is it in your features and traits? Is it not in your features and traits? Maybe it's in your inventory.
Infusions. It's under inventory infusions. It's a repulsion shield.
Inventory infusions. Yeah.
These are reactions immediately after being hit to expand one of the charges and push it 15 feet.
Yep. Yep. I found it. All right, beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't make a. Unbelievable. I can't believe he doesn't make a resistance. Because there's nowhere for him to go. The repulsion crashes into him, same as the Eldritch Blast before. He just goes up against the wall directly behind him. His face sort of as his cheeks are blown backwards by the repulsion field, and then he collapses back down and looks at you. What was that? Didn't take any damage as he's up against the wall.
That was me being repulsed.
He can't go back any further, so Eldritch Blast couldn't push him up against the wall any more than this can, because he's up against the wall already. That's his full turn. Jin, it is your go next.
Can't hear you, bro.
You're muted, buddy.
Oh no! Sorry, guys.
He's back.
Yep. Has he taken his reaction?
You don't know.
Okay. Because he's being attacked by these two. So he's whole attention drawn on them.
At the moment, yeah, the Draconic Spirit's kind of drawing his attention a little bit more than probably a lot more than Eleanor is right now. No offense to Eleanor.
So
still the best.
Still the best, man.
Mechanically, he can still do an opportunity attack though.
Yeah.
Because if I move that there. Because what would happen then? He would sort of move around and then just swipe. Because I'm hoping that my small stature with a massive dragon that just popped up will make him not be really focused on me right now, and I could just walk away.
So I can't tell you that before you choose to do it. You can tell me whether or not you want to take the disengage action, or you can just go for it, and I'll tell you what happens after you do it.
What would I do?
Sneak. Do a Shana.
Let's see something. So, okay. Actually, I might take the disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do bonus action at a 4th level, a spiritual weapon.
Brilliant. What would you like your spiritual weapon to look like now that you are a bard? No longer the...
No.
Actually, I've got a really good image right here for you. It's a fey-looking Vorpal sword.
That'll do. Perfect. How far can I do that? 60 feet.
Right on Velsivar?
No.
Oh, the Wyvern.
It's
Yep.
No. He is no. The Velsivar's the only one who I can actually target.
Yep. All right, perfect. As you summon this sword, your Anstruth harp begins sort of twinging, making this sort of like dun 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 sound, and the sword summons into existence. You watch as it forms out of the greenery, and the life around you drains in to create this phase sword that begins swinging. I think you get to immediately attack with it, if I remember spiritual weapon correctly.
Yes, I do.
Brilliant.
And because I cast it at 4th level, it gets an extra D8.
Nice.
17 to hit.
Not quite enough on the adult
18.
dragon. As it bounces off, the sword just clatters off the scales. Anything else on your turn, Jin?
I moved as far as I could.
Alrighty.
Yep.
And then bonus action for the spiritual weapon, correct?
Yep. So all good.
And then action to disengage. Lockie, you're up next. Crixus is in your space.
He is. All right. So I haven't actually done this one yet, but the core on his chest is going to start spinning again, and it's going to flicker and flicker and flicker, and then hit a certain side, glow a color, and shoot. And it's going to be a
dexterity saving throw, I believe.
No, actually, it's a hit. It's a hit DC.
Yep. Spell attack. Yep.
Spell attack. Sorry. What's the word?
12 is not quite enough.
Oh, can I add Bardic Inspiration to that?
Yes, you can. You still have it? Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
A D10 you get to add for Bardic Inspiration.
Excellent. 17?
17 hits. That was worth it.
Excellent. Okay. So this one, this one is 2d8 plus 1d6, and then one of the dice I get to choose what damage type.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yep. So the 2 dice that you rolled was a 5 or a 7.
A 5 or a 7.
I remember if you get 2 of the same, it's something special happens, right?
5 or a 7. That's psychic damage.
Ooh. Okay, nice. How do you want to? Do you want to flavor this, or do you want me to have a go at flavoring it with the psychic?
Let me see.
Psychic damage from Lockie.
Psychic damage from Lockie. Well, what it is
That's weird.
Pulling from elements. So it's not exactly electrical, but it's sort of just
standing too close to telephone.
Because I was thinking maybe it's like an EMP that's so powerful it disrupts the electrical activity in his brain.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like this shimmer comes off Lockie, and you watch as Crixus is suddenly frozen in place, having a sort of a mini seizure as his eyes go white and foam begins to pool on the side of his mouth.
That's cool. So wind turbines.
Yeah, it's the wind turbines.
Damn greens. How dare they want us to have renewable energy. Curse you, greens.
It doesn't affect Crixus because he's got his foil hat on.
Yeah.
And,
Crixus pulls out some coal. Are you scared of this? No. Anything else on your turn, Lockie?
Lockie would say, "You wanted to fight me. Are you having fun yet?"
Crixus goes suffers from his seizure. Anything else on your turn, Lockie?
Yes, I'm going to bonus action and replenish my health shield.
Yeah, why not? Shana, you're hiding behind this like half-ruined barn. What would you like to do?
Alright, she's going to, knowing that sort of Crixus is still there, she's going to quicken another Eldritch Blast so that she can get 2 spells off this turn.
Yep.
So I'll just fire them off now because what she wants to do after that is she's going to cast Greater Invisibility on herself, and she's going to do a double Shana and hide even more.
So you're doing a quickened Eldritch Blast and then greater invisibility.
Sky.
And then keep moving away.
Please go ahead and do me the Eldritch Blasts first. You get the 3 Eldritch Blasts, or the 3 beams of a single Eldritch Blast.
We got 1.
This is like meta Shana.
2. Oh fuck! What are these rolls?
Oh my god.
15,
3.
12, 19. At least
What
the
the
last one hits. Actually, the 15 does too, because you're targeting the Wyvern, right?
Crixus.
Crixus? No. Then in that case, then only the
Damn honesty.
only the 19 hits.
Honesty.
Be more lawful evil.
As you reach around and go, heh, heh. These beams fly. Crixus dodges 2 of them, and the second one hits him right in the chest. Deals 12 force damage. That was a fun
Then-
noise. And then you like cover
Go
your face in
invisible?
your hands and go invisible.
You can't see me.
Yeah, perfect. So
And,
you are now invisible.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna try and scoot around the side of the building if she can.
Awesome. I'm going to give you this icon to simulate your invisibility, if that's okay.
You're a
Hell
sneaky
yeah.
snake.
Yep.
Sneaky neck.
As far as you know, Shana, you're fine. Like, problem solved. Velsivar. Velsivar's not liking any of this. Velsivar isn't a big fan of the green dragon spirit that's been summoned to attack him. He is going to fly around, which gives Eleanor an attack of opportunity. However, the green dragon spirit does not get one. Neither does the Vorpal sword, the animated sword. They do not get attacks of opportunity. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He just swings through the tree. So she just swings through the trees, battering them down with her wings, and is going to make 3 attacks against you, Mira.
I mean, that's gonna miss probably the 16.
16 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Please.
Yeah, Mira, you're causing too much damage, Mira. She's not happy with you anymore.
Oh dear.
Okay. I'm ready.
You're lucky. The first one's a natural 1 for a total of 13, so that's a miss. However, the second is a 25 and the third is a 17. So I think the third's going to miss, isn't it?
Yeah, the third will miss.
Third misses,
Second
but
does.
25 hits.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be 23 piercing damage as she bites into you, cutting through parts of your leg. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw to maintain your Draconic Spirit. The enemies know what they're doing.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It's crazy. It's almost like the cult have been not killing you until now, when you have suddenly become... Oh, I'm so sorry, Mira.
Shit.
11. You watch as your Draconic Spirit that you'd summoned just fades out of existence. And as Velsivar looks down at you, she leans in, this massive Draconic Maw opening.
Tell me, where's your power of Tiamat now?
Yervith, we need more sharpshooters.
That's
Oh, yeah, they're coming,
Velsivar's...
We need more.
Come on, baby.
That's
we need more of
Velsivar's
those,
go. The Wyvern is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and see no one there. It's then going to sort of turn, and the closest target that it can see within range is Yervith. It's then going to use its full movement. It's going to do a dash and fly all the way up to Yervith.
Oh no!
Crash down on the ground in front of you, Yervith, and this large snake-like head swings towards you. It doesn't bite you yet because it had to use its
That's
dash
like
action
this-
to get to you.
That's the second time that Ellie has completely cucked Yervith.
I got it. Very, very fast.
No,
Mira.
I have a reaction. I have a reaction.
Hey, Yervith,
Okay.
you should be fine. Take
Give me a
this.
sec.
Hang on,
lightning
Yervith,
bolt.
what's your reaction? She's over there.
so
She's
when
over there.
So
She's invisible.
When an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of me, I'm going to use my skirmisher feat from my Warlock subclass. Wow, this is coming in clutch.
Yeah.
To move half my speed back.
Nice.
And is like a disengage included, or?
It's a free reaction.
Oh, but it
I get
comes
to
within-
disengage.
Nice.
Yeah. So as
Yeah.
soon as it enters 5 feet, I just run.
That's so
Brilliant.
handy.
Yeah.
Book it backwards, yeah.
Just book it backwards. Yervith just nopes out of there, vaulting the fence into that farmland and
Yeah.
disappearing.
Nope.
Yeah. He just
Yeah.
books it back over to here.
have to zoom out. You guys have taken up the whole village map that I have.
No, we're just really spread out.
Everywhere.
Mira, it is
Everywhere.
your turn.
There's so much little things going on.
Very nice. Yeah, I know. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Oh, big boy move. Okay, let's do that. I just reply to Velsavar. I say, I can do more things with Tiamat's power than you'll ever imagine, or anything that Fireball, but I'm going to use my amulet to change it to Poison Cloud, straight over the top of Velsavar.
Oh, and this is what level are you doing this at?
5th.
5th level. That means I need you to roll me a d20 as you
Roll
use
D20.
Avazandum in a very spicy way. The Amulet of Elements.
Yeah.
Just put it open. I believe... I think a 10's going to be okay, unfortunately. I think that's not going to trigger
Can I
anything.
deliberately fail it? Because that's cool.
Let me have a quick look. Let me just... Because
Let
it's
it take
hilarious
over.
that I created this item and I still can't remember exactly what it was. So you have to spend a sorcery point to do it, then you roll a d20. On a roll of 5 or less, a wild elemental surge is triggered. I would say that you can choose to fail this because it's kind of drawing on your sorceress energy. And if you just let the magic go wild, don't even try to control it, I'd say that you can have it go wild.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, great.
I want to show him something. I want to show her.
Okay.
I
Could you
want-
please roll me another... Could you roll me a d100 now because I want to know what activates?
Oh shit.
60. Okay, while I'm looking that up, could you please roll me the damage for the fireball, and then we'll convert it to poison damage, and I need to roll a dex save.
Yeah.
That is a... Oh, do I burn a legendary resistance on this? It's the last one.
Nah, save it, man.
You've got a vested interest in me. How much health am I at? For the dragon?
Still going to take some damage.
I know. Do you know what? It's not going to burn the legendary resistance. It wants to see what you can do. It's going to take it.
Oh, pretty.
So 24 fire, that becomes...
Oh,
that's pretty small.
Plus what, sorry?
For a
that's
fifth level
under
fireball.
average.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
pretty
that's
small for
3
five.
ones.
Check
Yeah.
that out. Oh, it's a lot of ones
Oh,
and
3
yeah.
ones.
And a lot of 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
The best one was a 5.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
sorry.
take.
Under the corner.
You get any affinity?
It's happened.
No, because it's not. It's fire.
Poison now. So
Wait,
she...
if it's gone to fire then converted, wouldn't you do an affinity and then be
No, because it. So the way it works is it was never fire. Mira can change the elemental energy when she
currently
creates the
happens.
spell. That's what the Amulet of Elements lets you do. It says when you're casting a spell, you change the energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been playing too much Magic the Gathering.
No, that's fine. So yeah, so 24 poison. Velsavar takes that 24 poison, and then 60.
Sorcerers, man.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No.
Mira, could you please roll me another fireball? What's the lowest level fireball you can cast? 3rd level, correct? Or
Yeah.
4th level?
Yeah, it's the level is where it comes in.
Could you roll me a 3rd level fireball, please?
Okay. I'll do the spell slot too.
No, you don't need to roll the spell slot. This is activated by Avazandum, the Amulet of Elements.
Just the damage or full
Just the
on?
damage, please.
Hit the damage button.
Oh yeah.
The damage button. Hit the damage button.
There you go.
32.
Okay.
Okay.
In the 5th level.
Okay, brilliant.
Come on.
I need Mira and Velsavar to both make me dexterity saving throws. Yep, as this goes off.
Oh,
Velsavar
Oh, it went off from the amulet.
fails. Yeah, centered on the amulet. Velsavar fails. Mira,
I got
that's
this.
a...
I got this.
You got this.
Yeah. Is
So
it?
there's
Oh, it's your DC. It's off your DC.
And is this fire or what element?
This is not fire. This is
And you
necrotic.
missed out.
It's what? Sorry.
Necrotic.
Oh, okay. Didn't do that.
15 is a fail because your DC 17. I've got some good news. Velsavar also fails with a 12.
Can I
Oh yeah.
can I flash of insight on it?
Flash of Genius. How far away do you have to be for Flash of Genius?
Oh shit.
It's just one thing I want to double check because I think you have to be closer than 45 feet.
Let me check, let me check, let me
probably
check.
probably
45
30 feet, right?
Right.
It is 45 feet.
Is it actually 45 feet?
It's
Exactly.
30 feet. It's 30 feet. No, I can't do it.
Damn it.
Sorry, guys. You watch as Mira, you summon this energy and you begin to control it. You go, no, I wanna show what I can do. And you unleash. As soon as you let go of the magic, you realize how much of a bad idea this was. As you feel the energy pull to a single mote of darkness. And then from that point, you can feel your life being pulled from this. This begins to suck at the energy that powers you, that keeps you alive. And Velsivar. As Velsivar roars in pain, you each take 32 necrotic damage as this begins to rip the elemental magic that sustains you from your body.
Wow.
Yeah. Velsivar is not looking good after that. You can see dark grey sections of scales still sort of infused with these areas of poison that are burning and sizzling away at the surface of her skin as she roars in pain and looks down at you, Mira.
What was that? You have no control, no guidance of your spells.
I don't need it. Bonus action, can I do Ashadal on stride?
There are 2 spells.
I don't think you can unless you do a quickened. No, even then with a quickened.
No.
Can you? No.
Bonus action spell, but I can't do 2 spells.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would have been cool.
Okay.
That would have been pretty cool if you'd like just started running through her on fire.
And I'll say, I need no guidance. I need no higher powers to guide me.
Okay. Perfect.
How,
Yervith, it's your go, buddy. As the Wyvern. Oh yeah.
how is Velsivar looking?
Pretty hurt. Yeah, Velsivar's not having a great time.
Wyvern's bearing down on me, right?
It is. It's Wyverning down on you even.
It's wyverning down on me. I see this explosion. I see Mira like erupt in energy.
You would actually watch as the trees wither and turn to dust.
Wow.
As the foliage around them, the elemental magic is torn away. In a 20-foot circle around this, the grass dies immediately.
As this happens and the foliage wisps away, and I get a clear shot on Velsivar.
Yeah.
I see the wyvern. I steady aim bonus action. I pull out the dragon arrow. The dragon arrow slaying.
Oh shit! Yes. Okay.
Here we go.
Bonus man.
I am going. This is big boy plays right now. I've got 3 of these arrows. I was hoping to hold them a little longer, but this is a situation which calls for it. Do I sharpshooter this as well? Am I that greedy?
If you're going to sharpshooter it, you probably want to go at least with advantage on the shot.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm steady aiming. So I'm
Yeah.
I mean,
Bonus action.
and also he's got Mira there as well.
Yeah, rogue.
Yep.
I'm right there.
Yeah. Ooh, if I roll good on this is fun times.
This could be bad because those dragon slaying arrows are really bad news.
They're tough. They're really strong.
Who's doing the tapping? That's some nice ASMR.
It's a nice SMR.
It's a nice ASMR.
I am. You know what? I'm not going to sharpshooter it.
Okay.
But I am still going to Elven Accuracy because I just want to get the hit in.
Yep.
So let's roll.
30. Yeah, that just hits. 30.
I will see if I crit.
26,
okay, so
19, 30 hits.
So, okay.
So you sharpshooted, so that went to 25.
No, he didn't
No, I
sharpshoot.
said I wouldn't. I said I wasn't.
I
just wanted to ensure a hit because I'm using
fair enough.
No, I think.
So Velsivar has to take a DC Constitution save of 17. Saving throw.
Velsivar is not a big fan of arrows of slaying. As you pull out this dragon slaying arrow that is marked with these runes and draconic scales and let loose as it flies towards and pierces into Velsivar. I'll do the damage first. That's 17 plus 5 plus 8. Well, that's not good. Velsivar's not liking that.
How did Mira roll that?
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed that.
Oh, were you clicking on Mira's character? Mira's token?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'll take it. That's a
That's
really
fine.
good roll.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's
super weird.
so weird. Never mind. Don't worry about that. I'll roll the dex save. Let's see if Velsivar
It's
wants
a Constitution.
Oh, Constitution save. Oh, that's even better. Plus 11. I'll roll con save. Natural 20 for 31.
That's okay because she'll
Half damage.
Still check half damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's going to be some rolls. So she's going to take 33.
Natural 20.
No. That's the damage.
Oh, it's the damage. I thought for a second that was like a. I was like, oh my god. So that's a 10. Yeah, so it highlights every 10. So wow, 33 damage. Halved down.
And
to 16.
I'm getting my bonus. I'm getting my hunter's mark in there as well.
Yep.
So that'll be an extra 5.
Come on.
Okay. 16 plus 5, 21. Yervith. As you let loose with this arrow of dragon slaying, recently purchased, in your heart you hope that this is a legitimate magic item and not some joke.
Yeah, I've got my fingers crossed.
As soon as the arrow leaves your bow and catches fire, you watch as it seems to shift and change, and the special arrowhead, this almost like a helix formation at the front, begins to create a spin. And you watch as the arrow begins spinning as it flies through the air, picking up speed, and this whistle, this as it flies through, letting off this high-pitched, almost like a screaming whistle. As Velsivar turns towards the sound, it pierces through into her neck, pushing through 2 pieces of her scaled armor and piercing something deep within. She goes to roar, and you watch as the mouth opens wide and no sound comes out, just this gasping breath. She stumbles forwards, paw reaching up to try and grip at this arrow. Paw comes away, stained with dark red blood. She stumbles, her legs falling weak, and as the mouth reaches forwards, lightning crackling as if to let loose this blast back towards you, the lightning fades and dies, and you watch as Velsivar falls to the ground with a thud that echoes throughout the village. Dead.
Nice work.
That was amazing.
That was spicy.
Second shot.
The wyvern.
I just look at the wyvern like, you want some of this?
Would you like to make me an intimidation check, please?
Fuck yeah. -1 to my intimidation.
You never know.
18.
That's an 18, man. That's pretty good.
The wyvern hisses and rears back, looking scared of you.
He'll take a second shot with his just regular arrow. And we'll, take a shot at the wyvern. For a 21. I'm not sharpshootering, I'm just shooting it.
21 absolutely hits the wyvern. Would you like to roll me some damage?
So it's an 11 plus 1, so it's 12 points of damage altogether. That's all I can do.
Nice. No, that's all you could do. Take out a adult bronze dragon. Because let's be fair, you did more than half the damage this creature took. You did, if my math is correct, you did about 60 to 70% of the damage. Yervith Dragon Slayer. Or Yervith Worm Splitter.
Sharpshooter in that arrow.
Crixus is
did
next.
A lot.
Crixus is not a fan of seeing the dragon, seeing Velsivar go down. As Velsivar falls, Crixus looks towards and goes, "No. How? No." He is going to use his action to disengage from Lockie. He's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What was that, sorry?
Yeah. Z90, yeah.
As he runs up to... Actually, sorry, he's got 40 feet of movement. Brilliant. As he runs up to Velsivar's side, places his hands upon Velsivar.
Counterspell.
I'm not casting a spell, so you're a bit off the bat, but I'm...
You're so ready for it.
It's not Revivify. Places his hands on the side of Velsivar and pushes. Velsivar! Velsivar? And you hear fear come into his voice. He looks towards the wyvern and lets out a piercing whistle. It cuts through. The wyvern turns towards him and looks. Crixus turns back, looking at you, Mira. I promise you this. You will pay for this. When you are bowed down before Tiamat, having betrayed your friends and your world, you will pay. That actually, nah. He's going to throw a javelin at you, Mira. Not a fan of you. That is a... Sorry, let me just roll that. That is a... 16? That doesn't hit, does it?
Oh.
Javelin just over the top of you. That's his full turn. Jin, it is your go.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, around there. Can I see the wyvern?
Yeah, I'd say from your position there around the corner of the house. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'd say you can see it.
Cool. I'm going to cast Suggestion on the wyvern.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be rolling with disadvantage because of the harp. And
Does
I'm
it
going
need to
utter...
understand a language for suggestion to work? I think it does.
Suggestion.
Let's have a look-see, Lou.
See if I
Hey?
can hear and understand you.
Yeah, it has to hear and understand you. Okay, that's all right. Just want to double-check that. What language are you speaking it in?
Draconic.
Brilliant. What do you say?
I say fly to the edges of the earth.
Brilliant. The wyvern, hearing the sound, looks over at you, hisses, and makes no reaction on account of it not speaking any languages.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Damn.
Sorry. Wyverns have no language. No, I'm
I
sorry.
may as well... I don't even know why I bother doing anything in this combat.
I'm sorry.
The clicks and points.
It's a rough
don't
combat
come
for
to the
Jared
language.
tonight.
I'm really sorry, but a lot of your stuff
Okay.
is heavily
Apologise.
charisma based, and
It happens.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I had one combat where I cast 3 spells to try and tank, and then I just got moved around.
Oh, do you remember that time where you were just literally thrown into the air for an entire 2 hours?
Yeah, there was that.
There's that.
Okay, I will... move the sword 20 feet to here.
Alrighty, brilliant. I'm so sorry.
All good.
Just pasting in
End my
chat so you can
turn.
see that it has no languages, unfortunately. It has to hear and understand you, it says specifically. I love the idea of using sign language to say, like, fly to the ends of the world. Like, just, like, flaps his hands and then it just points in the distance.
That'd be
I
awesome.
did like that. Lockie, does your go next?
Alright. He's gonna start stomping forward and cast another
He's coming for you. The Terminator is coming.
He is. He's gonna cast another Chaos Bolt. I was not done with you yet.
Okay. 29's gonna hit. Oh no! I think this might be Crixus.
And then
Crixus might croak it.
Crixus might croak. And
13, 6, and a 1 are your two options for Damagios.
And a 1. I will choose 1 because it's poison damage.
He takes it.
Or acid damage, sorry. Acid damage.
He takes that. You watch as this blast of acid summoned, this energy summoned from your core, this acid streaks over and strikes into him, and he screams as it begins burning through his scales. Shana, you're up next. You are invisible right now.
Alright. He's going
Just
to
say, Jared, Shana spent this entire combat running away.
Yeah, but at least she did damage.
She did do some damage.
I haven't done anything.
Aw.
To be fair, the first runaway wasn't me.
That's true. That's true.
I had more intentions of doing really cool, sneaky stuff while invisible, and then everyone just died. And so she's just gonna really dejectedly try and hit the wyvern with a Eldritch Blast. Just a, this. Thought I'd be able to do cool stuff while invisible.
You pop out of invisibility as you do this, I believe.
Right, it's greater
Greater
invisibility, so she's
Greater
still
invisibility.
invisible.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Next
Roll me
stage.
some Eldritch Blasts, and you're aiming at Crixus.
Which is
Yeah,
advantage, right?
or the wyvern.
Oh, the wyvern?
Dead, isn't he?
No, Crixus is up.
Oh, okay, no. The first one or the first couple are going to go at Crixus until he's down, and then the rest.
Oh, that's a
are...
natural 20. That's not good. So 27 hits for 11 force damage, 25 hits for 14 force damage, and then the natural 20 hits for 12 plus 1d10, so for 22 force damage.
Like all this time, she's muttering
That's
to
it.
herself.
That's it. How do you want to do this?
She's still just muttering, just under her breath. She's like, I had this really cool thing planned out. I didn't set fire to the tavern, just like throwing these eldritch blasts as she's muttering, like, she's just like, okay, yeah.
As Crixus falls, these blasts of energy striking across him, he just drops his body, falling against the body of Velsivar. He just drops like a sack of potatoes. That's it for your turn, I think, Shana, unless you want to do anything else.
She just yells. She tries to scare off the wyvern with just like a ah.
Don't worry about that. Velsivar's already dead, so I'll take him off the initiative. As the wyvern sees Crixus go down and seeing Jin running towards it, threateningly flapping his hands, the wyvern takes off. It is not sticking around for this. It's watched the dragon go down. The only thing keeping it there was its fear of Crixus. Crixus be dead. The wyvern immediately takes off using its full dash action to take off into the air and fly 160 feet towards the south, disappearing from view as it just takes off and books it. That is initiative over. I'm going to take us out of initiative and also wrap up the session there so that we can come in, because that's 2.5 hours, just over. So that's perfect timing. We will come in next session to deal with the aftermath of this and also hopefully meet up with the Flesh Sculptor. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming and joining us. We've really appreciated your company. If you're listening to us on the podcast or on YouTube, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, whatever version of it is available to you. 5 stars. Please do so. It really helps us out. We really appreciate it. And if you're enjoying it and you have some friends who play D&D or want to listen, share it with your friends. That's how I discovered most of my favorite podcasts, was from other people recommending it. So yeah, share it with your friends. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and we will see you all again super soon. Pokemon on Saturday morning, Curse of Strahd on Monday, Tyranny of Dragons next Wednesday. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay well. See you guys later. Bye!
Bye! See you guys.
Bye.